Doctor?
Fantastic. 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 Fantastic.
Yo, what up, what up, what up? Y'all know the deal, man. Like and share, like and share, like and share. So we get this thing out everywhere. There's anywhere in the world you could be, but just hope you right here with me, the BABG OG. And I appreciate you pull up on me, man. What's going on? Shout out to everybody in the building. Y'all see what it is, man. It's Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? So you know we about to doozy. Feel me? You know, we had to change the title up, but hey, this is what it is. Trey Porter. I'm sorry, brother. That's Truthful Tuesdays is the same thing, brother. We had to change because anytime I do this shit, I told y'all, I had to fall back on it because YouTube was literally going through all of my fucking content, bro. And anything, I'm telling you, I'll wake up in the morning, this has been removed, this has been removed, this has been removed, this has been removed. And I would say like 95% of that shit, whenever just some random shit, I'm talking about a video that hadn't been watched from years ago, bro, was, you know, to the point I don't even want to say the term. So Truthful Tuesdays is this, all right? And I figure you would have figured it out from the title. You know what I'm saying? We talk about conspiracies and shit. Yeah, bro. Listen, hey, YouTube do not want you to hear the truth, boy. Again, man, that's why you know, Chronicles pretty much had to lead this shit because they demonetized the channel. He couldn't make no money on this shit. And, you know, like hell, he was making, you know, several hour-long videos. So, you know, demonetization on here, bro, is like purposeful. It's purposeless. You feel me? Not to make not even a cent. So I guess just like a little quick YouTube lesson or whatever, right? So the monetization aspect you get, especially with me. So for live streamers, people that live stream mostly, the majority of your revenue, if you don't have advertiser friendly content, is gonna come from like super chats and stuff, right? Think about the super chats. Super chats, they can hit you for like 30%. Right. And I think YouTube is pretty much taking 30% off of anything you get and make from them anyway, right? So the most money you're gonna make for the most part is gonna be the live streams, because you know, even if people rewatch the stuff, they're not watching, you know, an hour long or a 3 hour long, you know, podcast live stream in the entirety. So even when you see these people with the bigger channels that's got like, you know, thousands upon thousands of views, people didn't watch this shit all the way through. They just watch, you know, you get views after ever so many seconds of watching it. So they pretty much killed his channel and he couldn't be demonetized. And I guess, you know, they wouldn't allow him to remonetize. So that's why he went over to Patreon. And like I said, hell, his ass, you know, I don't know what the hell. I don't know why. What the hell he ain't doing over on Patreon, but Hey, it is what it is, man. Yeah, man. But surprisingly, speaking of the truth, man, Nick Cannon did an interview with Candace Owens. And and just so you guys know, I'll be talking about Candace Owens and Nick Cannon again because I guess they have like a several part series they did together, right? What the fuck is going on here? Oh, okay. I was gonna say why I can't see what I want to see. They have a several part series they did together, and I guess he's just releasing them by time periodically or whatever. But Nick Cannon interviewed Candace Parker, right? And Candace Parker started initially what I heard her for. I saw the thing was she was talking about the racial aspects and things and so on and so forth. But then she got into the conspiracy theories, right? Quote unquote. All right. And we know again, it ain't they said this right, but it ain't just if you want to hide something from a nigga, put it in a book. If you want to hide something from anybody, bro, put it in a book. All right. You want to hide something from people, put it in a book. People do not like to read. People do not like to research. People do not like to go and find out if a person's telling the truth. If it sounds good enough, if it's sensational enough, niggas just run with it. I.e., to this day, man, and like I said, it's crazy, right? The whole Tommy Hilfiger was a racist thing back in the day. British Knights had a KKK symbol under the shoe, under the sole of the shoe or some shit like that. All these rumors and shit, man, and just people made up and they got spread out everywhere simply because it's a rumor. And people love rumors. You know what I'm saying? People love rumors, man. You feel me? So when you have the power of rumors now with entertainment, right? With that dopamine rush, bro, it's undefeated. Right? But going back to the another part that helps it is public shame and authority, right? So when the lockdowns happened from the the we were told, all of us that were telling the truth, oh, you guys are just you're not trusting the science and people are dying and and it's like, bruh, what? I was like, wait, what? Like, bro, we learned like basic, the basic fucking concept of germs and viruses and all these different things and so on and so forth, and blah, blah, blah. And at this point, I'm like, bro, we well into our 30s. We adults. We done seen the bird flu, we done seen the swine flu, we done seen like, hella whatever, come and go or whatever, so on and so forth. So I'm like, bro, you mean to tell me this new, version of the common cold, right? Is just somehow this fucking deadly? Like all these people gonna die? That don't sound right. And when you start saying it, and then you got this miraculous fucking invention, got this miraculous invention made that's just going, first they said it was going to cure and prevent it or prevent it, right? You take it, it's going to prevent it. Then it turns into from they're going to prevent it to, oh, it's going to, lessen the symptoms. Well, hold on. You just said it was going to prevent it. So now we went from preventing it to lessening the symptoms. And now we see that, there are a lot of other things and side effects associated with it that's been documented. But can't really talk about that, even though I ain't say the name of it. They might fucking try and block the video because of that. Even though I never once mentioned the fucking name of it, we just gonna roll the dice and we gonna see. All right. So YouTube, you try me, we gonna see. But let's get to it, man. Fair use, by the way.
Satanic religions that wanted to do. The Secret Service ain't going to stop them. That's the first part. You know what I mean? If that was a thing, then JFK would be alive, right? If that was a thing, Trump wouldn't have gotten shot. And so it's almost to me, the security part is vanity for other people. It doesn't actually make a difference. But the second thing is I have faith in God. I know God is real. So there is this understanding that I'm always operating with that this is not it. And I feel sad for people that don't know that God is real, because I know that they don't believe God is real because of this intentional training that happened in the public school system. It's why your grandparents are faithful. Going back to Tucker Carlson clip where he's like, don't you think it's weird that since the dawn of humanity, everybody knew that spiritual forces were at play, goodness and evil were at play. Every civil.
So let's stop there. So again, man, the crazy thing about this is that everyone acknowledges some sort of higher power, You know, even in the cartoons and stuff we had when we were kids. When we were kids, you had like you had the angel on one shoulder, you had the devil on the other, you know, all these different things. And this allusion to there being, you know, heaven, there being hell, there being a God, there being a devil, all these different things. And lo and behold, now everything, everything. Oh no, we're just here. There's no God. There's no higher power. It's all science. Big Bang. You know, and it's just crazy when again you have books and books and books and books and books of people that believe a whole lot otherwise. And what she's going to get into now is pretty much the entertainment industry and everything we see, music, movies, all these things that entertain us, bro. It is a push, clear push towards the darker side of things. We'll just say that, right? There are books on this shit, and she's gonna touch on it on one of the major names and things that have you understand just how deeply embedded this shit is into society, right? The CIA came up with the term conspiracy theory. This is a fact. You can go look at it. It's documented. Do not take my word for anything I'm saying. Go research this yourself. And that's what I appreciate about Chronicles. I was a 30-something-year-old man when I first heard someone say, and I really tell me for the first time, hey, don't believe me what I'm telling you. You're gonna look it up. That's what got me into actually, you know, researching shit. And I just, you know what I mean, and getting away from the TV. And bro, I haven't watched TV outside of like sports, you know, and maybe like a show here or there, you know, like some what's name shit, but very sparingly, bro. I didn't even watch the like Game of Thrones in real time. I had to catch up on that. You feel me? So once you get away from the TV, bro, your mind and your susceptibility to advertisements and just, you know, brainwashing, indoctrination, and all this other shit, bro, you have a whole new view, and you start doing the research and you start learning about the shit that the CIA pull. You know what I'm saying? You start learning about these fucking occultic fucking symbols. You start learning about the fucking checkerboard floor. You start learning about the pillars. You start noticing the patterns, the shit that's right in front of you. The revelation of the method, all that type shit. That Simpson shit, bro, is real. It's not no happenstance. You can Google it right now, not Google it, well, search it on YouTube, and the level of 9/11 symbolism, bro, to let you know that shit was gonna happen. The government funded fucking program of tests, and you know, but can't say that. And it's I'm really curious to see what Trump's gonna do, bro. If Trump do what he say he gonna do, bro, they go hit him with the JFK. If Trump gets I think what's buddy name Cash Patel in there, and he releases all this stuff, and he blows it up and tells you all the fucking just diabolical shit the government has did. He pulls the motherfucking curtain off the Wizard of Oz. They're getting him out of there, bro. At the same time, though, I don't think we're at a point anymore to where people care or have the spirit of reaction. I'll just say that, right? The spirit of reaction in them, because it's literally been fucking bred out. It's been taught out. It's been advertised out. It's been musiced out. It's been porned out. It's been out. They've literally ideological subversion. Yuri Brezhnev, he said this in the 80s, right? We're 30 years past that, bro. 40 now. I mean, for the most part, 40. You know what I mean? In some parts, 40 years past being warned of the American fucking society being infiltrated with these systems, with these ideologies, and it's being taught in these universities. It's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence, bro, that again they come to find out that this liberal ideology has increased with college attendance increasing. Of course, once you started out and hey, you know, get an education. Well, no, I'm good. I don't really need no education. I know how to fix on cars. I know how to you know, make furniture. I know how to work with wood. I'm a plumber, I'm an electrician. I can learn all this stuff from my dad. I can learn all this stuff from my uncle. I can learn all this stuff from going to high school, and perfect it. I can do this myself. To snatch all that shit out of the fucking school system. All right. So now you got to go to a technical school, right? Technical college or vocational school. Got to make money off that, right? You monetize everything. You know what I'm saying? You charge for the knowledge. So now what? You have more debt slaves, people that you can't afford it. All right. The majority of majority of society aren't wealthy. Majority of society don't have, thousands of dollars sitting to the side. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna tell these people, hey, look, man, if you want to be respected, you want to be this, you want to be that, you want to get hired in this good job, hey, go to school 4 years. It's only a couple of tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars. All right. And then your job is gonna pay off all the debt you accrued in getting the fucking education and the certification. Oh, well, until everybody starts doing it. So now, since everybody starts doing it, it's not special anymore. And now for the one or two people that was competing for the job and was suitable for it, because not everybody didn't have a degree. Not everybody got a fucking degree. So what's your use to me? Ha ha. Good luck in paying them loans back. You feel me? Well, AM1, what part? This is what I say, man. Listen, the part about the conspiracy aspect of it, bro, there are conspiracies within conspiracies, because sometimes you niggas go too far. I just don't. Every person of what's name is not in lockstep, bro. Everybody's not playing in it. You can't tell me that Trump was in on it when they're doing any and everything to keep Trump out of there. That's why, just for me, and I'm not saying Trump is perfect. Just like I said, Elon Musk is doing a whole bunch of great things technologically, but I know for a fact, I'm telling y'all, fucking Elon Musk is a real life fucking, evil supervillain. I'm telling you. Elon Musk is literally creating the motherfucking Terminators and Cyberdyne systems right on our fucking nose. But nobody don't want to hear it yet, right? But hey, it is what it is. What I'm telling you is that I can't see them playing the script so well to make Trump look bad, to make Trump lose the election, to to give him all these false charges, to give him all this bullshit, to keep him from getting back in office again if he was just in pocket. It don't make sense. That's just my the way I see it. They didn't do that to Clinton. They didn't do that to Obama. So if you in pocket, what's the point in trying to stop you? And then and I know it's two sides of the same coin, but then you have people that are so powerful, i.e., we go back to the Titanic, right? So the Titanic crashed. The people that was on it, look it up and see who was on it. The whole central bank system, bro, that happened after that, because there were people that had enough money, had enough influence globally, worldwide, enough fucking connections to stop this shit. Oh well, how do we get them out of the way? Well, tragic accident that you can never motherfucking blame on one person. Act of God, act of nature. Now we got a fucking central bank, and then the world's of motherfucking debt slaves for the rest of our fucking life. You feel me? I just AM1, and I feel you. I agree with a lot of you saying. Well, I don't know if he's the father of the vax again, because you can't be the father of the vax and then come out and say, and then Trump for a fact did not want to make it mandatory. He did make it mandatory. So that's why I'm telling you that don't matter. You're partially right, but you're not all the way right. And I'll say it's like the Martin Luther King aspect of it, right? To where Martin Luther King at a point was really, really fighting for whatever he was fighting for. But he didn't understand he was a puppet. And then once he understood he was a puppet, he started speaking out against it. They had to get him up out of there. I liken that to what happened to Trump, because Trump was saying to use fucking the chloroquine, I can't think of the name of it, right? But to use alternative methods other than the vax. Trump was saying use other things that they've come now to fucking admit that was, So that's why I just say I'm with you, but not all the way, bro. I mean, hey, we can agree to disagree on certain shit. No, I understand that, but I understand you can say one thing, bro, at the time, and then, like I said, at the same time, you can't disregard the other parts of it. What he did, hydroxychloroquine. Appreciate your silence, sir. He promoted that, bro. They're on record trying to say that he said things he didn't say about injecting bleach and a whole bunch of other shit. So that's what I'm saying. But either way, we go ahead.
Civilization, and then suddenly post World War II in the West, we were like, no, God's not real, and they started training you to believe in yourself, and that gets into all types of satanic religions that want to drive you towards humanism. They want that to be the ultimate faith, place your faith in humans, to place your faith in science, and to not believe in God, like literally.
Now the problem with Candace, and I guess at that time, she's accurate, so I'm not, but she didn't really touch on the transhumanism part. We're past the humanism part, and now we're into the transhumanism factor and stage of everything. I don't know if you guys seen this, but did you see guys see the like the exoskeleton thing for the guy that was in the wheelchair? Did you see it? It's like a is it Days of Tomorrow? What's the name of what was it? Days of Tomorrow, right? Or yeah, Days of Tomorrow was a movie with Tom Cruise where they was fighting an alien that was like a time traveler or some shit, right? That's the name of the movie. I think it's Days of Tomorrow. Edge of Tomorrow. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah. So Edge of Tomorrow, right? Appreciate you, bro. So Edge of Tomorrow. It's an Edge of Tomorrow like suit exoskeleton that fucking literally the guy in the wheelchair rolls up to, and you put his feet in, it hooks up around his waist, and this motherfucker can stand up now and walk around. On top of, hey, you got Neuralink in the works. We're supposed to be able to do the same thing, right? Without any support. These new bionics, man. I'm sorry. Well, they are bionics, right? But these new prosthetics, bionic prosthetics, bro, we I don't think people understand, bro, just how little of humanity we have left. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying completely totally gone, but the amount of people that are start to get that's going to get technological enhancements and advancements, and we're gonna live to see it. It's shit gonna happen within the next 20 to 30 years, bro. Next 20 to 30 years. Elon is projecting the first sale and release of the Tesla bot next year, 2025, right? And I keep telling y'all, man, I'm joking a little bit, but I'm serious, and I'm telling y'all, bro, once they start humanizing these robots, telling you, man, it's crazy. But if you say that, you're crazy, right? But at the same time, once upon a time, man could never fly, right? Before flight was possible, men can't fly. Technology made it that way, and that's before people could even imagine it. So imagine now when you have shit that literally where people are integrating technology into the brains of human beings. You're literally fucking integrating prostheses that work like a regular hand off of the firing of your neurons in your arm. Yeah, bro, for real. CDBs, hey, bro, it's not that far away, bro. It's really not. So I appreciate you, bro. Hey, man. Hey, if y'all in here, man, hit the motherfucking like button. Appreciate you.
To not believe in God. And people, it's funny to me because they'll be like, I don't believe in God. Like, and they think it's a rational position to have, but these will be the same people that believe so much in government. Like atheists are the most faithful people in the entire world. They will, like what I'm saying, hopping on one foot for COVID, right, trying to stay alive. They don't ask any questions, roll up their sleeve, get a vaccine. I'm like, bro, you got faith. It's just in humans, like, right, in the ultimate form, scientism. And they've realized that, and they know they can control you. I mean, the stuff that you see people doing, it should make you very aware that they have faith, that there is no such thing as atheism. Right. Just,
I don't agree with her here either. I think people are just ignorant and afraid. if you were to compare IQs to people from 20, 40, 50 years ago to people of now, and attention spans and all these different things, I promise you, we're literally getting dumber by the generation, and it's by design. I told you guys the whole clips thing, 90 seconds or less, bro. Even I have to catch myself sometimes, bro. It's real easy and real simple to get caught up in motherfucking. It's just a little quick little laugh, this quick little thing to catch your attention. Our fucking attention spans are being attacked and cut down as to where you don't want to watch anything that's over a minute 30. You don't want to listen to a song. Motherfucking Boss Man D-Lo. All right. You want to be the boss? You got to pay the price. Boss Man D-Lo was bragging him, bro, about his song being a minute 30 long. His song, him actually rapping lyrics and shit, a minute 30. And the rest of it you get is hook and beat. A minute 30 song. But that's what fucking the kids love. That's what the you know what I mean? And I've literally seen this. I made this complaint, I'll say 2 years ago. I'm like, damn, man, these songs getting short. You lucky to get a fucking 3-minute song nowadays. You lucky. A song lasts 3 minutes? Think, bro, go back to 2000, bro. On average, I'll say, hell, you had at least 4.5 minute songs. Then you had, you know, the skits and shit. Ain't no more skits and no CDs, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no building up a brand or a theme for a CD really no more. You put the shit out there. You got a hit or you don't. People play this shit to death. That's it, man. Yeah, Xander, clearly. And then, like, so even before that, you go back to the 70s, the 70s, early 80s shit. That was 5 minutes. Bro, James Brown had 9-minute songs of real band. Prince had fucking, you know what I'm saying? Prince had 6-7 minute songs, bro, of him playing actual instruments. But again, you know, as society progresses, the lazier we get, the quicker you want things to be, the more watered down it is, the more copied it is. Bro, I don't think we even have any original music at this point. At least when it comes to rap and R&B, everything is sampled. There's nobody making a brand new beat out here for real. Even the brand new beats that are made are sampled from something that was previously made. So, you know what I mean? But and then now you just the old nigga complaining. You the boomer. Okay, boomer. Back in my day. And even we suffered from the shit, but not understanding it. Like, bro, listen, the further you get away from the source, dog, just the worse everything gets. Yeah, listen, bro, that shit right there, sound clips, that's the number one thing that can happen the number one thing that can happen for a song nowadays is for it to be a fucking TikTok fucking song, like the trending TikTok song. Oh my God. I can't even stand that fat motherfucker just off rip.
Faith in man.
Yeah, you've definitely spoken out about your, anti-scientism, and scientism being the religion of science. Mm-hmm. But most people who rely and believe in science look at people who believe in God and spirit.
Babies alive from the second they come out. That's scientism. That's a cult, right? You are part of a cult and a religion, and you don't understand the science of it at all. If I debate, when I say people are coming anti-vaxxer, I invite them on my show. They never come. The doctors, they never come. I'm like, I know how you get paid. I know every child is a check for you if they go through the system and they keep it and it's all being funded by Big Pharma. And it is my belief that all of these pollutions, again, because I know that the spirit is real, that all of it is to pull you further away from what would actually be a very natural recognition within yourself. Like you would feel that normally, you would feel this spiritual draw, this spiritual incline. They've lied to you. COVID, you should apply that logic and know that that system of lying was easier when there was no independent media.
Yeah, there's brainwashing. I believe you even spoke of like psychological terrorism.
It is.
That where if they're constantly trying to scare us into control, which I don't disagree on that, but I don't think there's this ultimate puppet master or this group of. I've looked for the group. I want to know who these guys are that are so rich and powerful that they pass it on to their, their offspring and their blood.
Rothschilds, Rockefellers, who's the other one? Back in the day, the Bushes, the Kennedys. Now you got a lot of people from Israel families and Arab families. People you just don't know. And then of course, BlackRock and all these different things. So clearly they're here, bro. They're still here. And because Nick Cannon's, he's one in the gang. Now he got to act like he don't know what the fuck going on. Come on, stop it, bro. We remember, nigga. Girl, you wanna come to my hotel? Stop it, Nick. We ain't forgot.
Bloodlines, and they're all keeping the darkness in the world going.
No, not hotel. That's on fucking what's name. That's I'm a gigolo spinning lots of dough. We remember Gigolo, nigga. That shit was a hit too, though. Gigolo was a bop, nigga.
I can't find that physical group.
Well, I'm telling you that the CIA is a part of a group and a global conspiracy to enslave mankind. So let's just go small picture here. The CIA, definitively. Okay. Definitively is a part of the small group of people that are controlling.
So
things,
and the CIA technically is bipartisan, right?
Okay, they're not bipartisan. That's the whole point. That they are not Democrat or Republican. This is like the gang. Yeah. This is the gang that won.
Listen, man. Hey, we will get back into it. Sit down. What's the name of the fucking book? I gotta think of it. Shit. There are fucking the New World Order is real, dog. Okay? The New World Order is real. All right. They're getting closer to it and letting you know with the whole the shit that came out during the pandemic. What's Buddy's name? I'm not drawing a blank on everything right now, bro. Jesus Christ, I'm just fucking tired. The German motherfucker that wrote the book for pretty much the plan, the plan post fucking COVID, post lockdowns, right? Bro, the Trilateral Commission, the World Health Organization, bro, all of these fucking world organizations, bro. Klaus Schwab, appreciate you, bro. Y'all always got my back, bro. There we go. Klaus Schwab, yeah, exactly, Schwab. King Picks, no, she can't. Again, everybody can't be a puppet, bro. Everybody's not a puppet, and puppets can't, bro. You can't tell the secrets if you're a puppet, dog. Yeah, 1984, Animal Farm. What's the other joint? Brave New World. All of those dystopian novels, bro. They were warnings. They were warnings, dog. Gulag Archipelago. All those books are fucking warnings, bro.
And you know what he said before he got shot in Dallas next to his wife as he was going down the street that day? JFK said he was going to scatter the CIA into a million pieces because it was corrupt. And then
and they blew his motherfucking brains out. Now, that's going to be another thing. And that's why I say, if Trump does what he say he's going to do, he hires the people that really motherfucking push this shit out here, and all this shit starts getting uncovered for real, and you start motherfucking seeing all the fucking assassinations that like intranationally inside our nation that the fucking CIA has had parts in, FBI and these government organizations, the shit they did to fucking attack and destroy private citizens for, Telling you, bro. Well, not just that. JFK was also, again, like we said, bro. Any president had come out and talked anything about fucking getting rid of the the federal bank, bro. Any president was talking about fucking getting rid of the motherfucking federal bank. Hey, got to go, bro. Got to get you up out of here. That's above your pay grade.
Fortunately, he was involved in an accident, and that accident was he was shot. And the person who shot him said, I didn't shoot him. That was Lee Harvey Oswald. But then before he could testify about what did or not happen, he was killed by a man named Jacob Rubenstein. And that guy, believe it or not, was MK Ultra. Before he could stand trial, he was deemed insane because a doctor working for the CIA went in there and gave him a cocktail of medicine to make him crazy. Now, what's funny about this is Kanye told me years ago, because I'm not a person, I have to learn things in a book. I need to order the right books. I love to read. But he said something to me, and it sounded wild when he said it to me, that
Federal Reserve. I'm talking about federal bank. Federal Reserve, bro. Federal Reserve.
They like made him bipolar. I think he said that. I don't want to misquote him, but he said something like they made me bipolar, and he was on one of his rants, and it was difficult for me to kind of discern what he meant. And I was there with him when Harley Passionate was texting him, like a totally normal trainer, saying we're going to put you back into a hospital and you'll never see your kids again. Totally normal for your gym trainer to be saying that to you. Totally normal stuff. I think he's an issue. But anyways, he had said that, and that did not make sense to me. I don't want to say it sounded crazy. It just didn't make sense to me. Then I read that book, Chaos, and that guy who got the FOIA requests and declassified the documents and read the conversations between the heads of the CIA and Dr. Sidney Gottlieb. And yeah, they wrote that they could give people schizophrenia, they could give people bipolar disorder via.
Bro. A big reason that a lot of men don't trust therapy, psychiatry, psychology, and all these different things is, bro, it's literally a mental manipulation method. Bro, these people that are trained, right, how to fucking tame the human brain, they're dangerous. There are fucking operatives out here. All right. There are people that are fucking, these Manchurian candidates that are programmed to fucking do shit, and they have triggers and they have alters and they have, multiple personalities, all these different things. Right. LSD was before it became recreational, was, something that they was trying to use in order to fucking mind control human beings. Something made by the federal government, then given to the people to let them test it and see. You know what I'm saying? And then you just, hey, shit don't work like we think it is. Let them have it.
A cocktail of medicine. They can literally induce mental illness via a cocktail of medicine. So this reporter who did this book, by the way, he was like, not at all conspiracy theories. He was just a writer for Premiere Magazine, and his name is Tom O'Neill. He was tasked rather by his editor to just write a quick like 30-year anniversary magazine article on the Manson murders. And he was like, oh, it's going to be so boring. I've tapped this 1,000 times. It ended up taking him 22 years. Wow. Because he was like, this doesn't make sense. And then the FOIA request, he ended up getting fired from there. Book deal fell through. He dedicated 22 years of his life to investigating what the hell happened on that night that Americans were told there were these heinous murders that happened. And everything he learned was that there were operatives there that night. The judges were on the payroll, police officers, all, by the way, very much the same. And we don't need to get into this right now, but in what's been put out in that Diddy lawsuit, it's literally the same area that's happening. Like LA's got a.
Listen, LA is like you said, Hollywood itself, right, or Hollyweird itself, again, is the hub for a lot of occult shit, a lot of satanic shit, man. A lot of that energy and whatever sacrifices and child violation, all that shit, bro. I believe it was Sunny. I mean, I think it's this. What was what's the fucking name of it? Name the fucking daycare, genius. Yeah, the McMartin preschool. So the McMartin preschool was one of the ones of note, right? To where parents noticed something was wrong with the kids. They start talking to the kids. The kids motherfucking told them, hey, look, man, hey, since y'all asking, this is what they be doing to us. They take us out of the motherfucking school. We walk under this fucking these tunnels. The tunnels lead to like this fucking crypt or this fucking dungeon, and they sacrificing fucking rabbits and turtles and little animals, and they even sacrificing babies, and they doing all kinds of weird chants and shit. They took the shit to trial. Everybody laughed at the kids. The kids said the motherfucking celebrities were involved, police officers, politicians, judges, all of them was with the shits. All these kids just making shit up. Kids got a healthy imagination, la la la. They in the midst of the fucking trial going, they had the motherfucking school destroyed, had the shit motherfucking knocked down. Lo and behold, independent fucking people hired this man to fucking study shit. Man does a fucking study and damn, what you call this shit? Excavation. Excavates the fucking land, tracks everything down. Everything the motherfucking kids said was true. Down to the bones of the little animals, the fucking caves, the tunnels, all the shit was true. All of it. The easiest way to dismiss some shit. Oh, you're just making it up. Oh, you're just crazy. Oh, that makes no sense. Oh, that could never happen. That's ridiculous. Who would do that? No one would do that to kids. No one would have this elaborate fucking tunnel system under a daycare, preschool. Come on, get out of here. Then you cover up the fucking evidence. You tear everything down, and then no one, hey, they're right. Shit, whatever, fuck it. This makes no sense. But whenever you go digging, same thing with the whole Pizzagate thing, bro. That Pizzagate shit. That's the reason I know the Pizzagate shit was real, bro, because that, bro, you can't even find that shit no more. When that Pizzagate shit was happening, was going down, bro, the documentary was out, everything. Everybody was talking about it, so on and so forth. I said within a year, bro, you Google fucking, hey, search fucking Pizzagate on here now. That shit ain't even on YouTube no more like that. You'll be lucky to find it. Yeah, of course. Yeah. That was one of the first movies to warn people too.
A lot of shady stuff happening here, a lot of evil stuff happening here, a lot of satanic stuff happening here. I wouldn't want to be an enemy of the CIA and live in LA. I'll say that for free. Like I wouldn't want to live here because I believe that they obviously do have LAPD police officers that are working for them. And a lot of the stuff that Connie was saying that didn't make sense now makes perfect sense to me. But now I have I read this book and I've seen the files, and thankfully this journalist dedicated 20 years of his life to present to the public. You have to learn it. It's scary, but you have to confront it. But don't be scared also, because in the end, goodness does win. And that's where just the spirit of Christ comes in. Like, I know how this story ends. These people are evil. These people are demonic. These people are poisoning you. They are poisoning your children. They are poisoning your psychology every day. They have poisoned Black music, is also what I want to say. That was my instinct. I was like, this is not Black music. Why am I hearing what sounds demonic coming out of people's mouths and what they're speaking about? And some artists have spoken out about the fact that they're being told to produce demonic music.
See, and again,
listen, and again, of course, he got to take up for this. So remember, Nick Cannon was a rapper for a minute, right? Actor, rapper, now like, / comedian, whatever, right? Entertainer. To see music go from what it was, and still the violence and shit has always been there, right? But starting out, there wasn't any violence. Then there was a little bit of violence, but you had a balance between the violence and the bullshit and the consciousness, right? The hip hop, you know what I mean? Then even later, you had fucking the gangster rap, right? But you had the backpack rappers, right? But now there's no more of that backpack shit. And even the people that do the backpack shit, i.e., like, the the conscious rap, fucking like Kendrick Lamar and shit, right? Or whatever. Now they're intermingling that shit with, that's like 5%, and the other 95% is, nigga shit, gang worship shit, You know, you're trying to mix the philosophical with the motherfucking, and it can't be that way, dog. Just can't. The women crazy, you know. The women degraded a whole lot sooner than what the men did, because after like Lil Kim, there was, you know, well, I'll take it back, because even though you had Lil Kim, Foxy Brown talked about, you know, the ill nana, but she still had a whole bunch of lyrics outside of just sex, that, sex, right? Now though, that's all it is. You can't find a mainstream female rapper, black rapper, or rapper with a mainly black audience that's not talking about her pussy all the time. Her pussy this, her pussy that. She sucking this, she sucking that. She, you know, she fucking this, she fucking that. Music is powerful, man. Music is powerful. Music literally fucking speaks to the soul, dog. You can put a fucking trance on people with music, bro. UFO kamikaze. This is how I know that. Look, listen, bro. I know for a fucking fact that this Kendrick Lamar shit is being pushed. Bro, I've never seen niggas go from nobody talking about this nigga to now you make one diss song and like you the king of rap and everybody's trying to fucking push your shit, and now this nigga got fucking the same TikTok real fucking sounds and shit or whatever. And it's like, bro, y'all weren't fucking with this nigga like a year ago. What are we doing? No way, bro. You Kendrick fans are fake as fuck. Y'all did not exist like this, bro. Y'all would have been loud, okay, way before now. And the fact of the matter that it took him, quote unquote, winning a fucking beef with Drake for y'all to, you know, to beat your chest. I just not buying it, dog. I'm not buying it. And the whole Kendrick Lamar shit, like I said, then now he's gonna be at the Super Bowl, and you know, I guess they're trying to what artist of the year. This is clearly a fucking push. Okay, so again, if y'all niggas, you know, anybody need to motherfucking watch. Listen, bro, that Not Like Us shit was crazy. I was one of the few niggas that said, hey, man, I don't think it's cool that a man's out here, you know, giving allegations against another man about, you know, any type of the number one part of his song is making, you know, allegations against a man about, you know, violating children when this man had never had nothing put to his name. Had never even had nothing put to his name. But because it got a catchy beat and a hook, niggas was with it.
I'm glad you brought that up. And the overarching, I believe either you said something like this in the past, but I know I'm paraphrasing here, that we probably believe the same thing, that ignorance, fear, and confusion is the devil's dominion in that sense. So that's where we're easily controlled, when we don't know, when we're scared, or when we're confused. And a lot of what I hear you saying is that it's not rooted in what we would deem as factual, like your avid reader like me, like I'll read anything and try to understand it, but it's also like, all right, well, show me the evidence, which normally is like science, of that there are people controlling us through our music. Now, as a faith, you know, based individual and someone I truly believe in spiritual warfare, I at least for my own psyche, I can say, okay, I see what's happening in Black music and in hip hop. I don't think there's a secret meeting going on.
Yeah, it's not secret. It had need to be secret in I don't know how many years. And I'm gonna jump over to this so you guys can hear it. I'm pretty sure y'all seen this for a couple of people for a while now. But this guy, I think it's Jason Todd. John Todd. I'm sorry. John Todd. Talked about this years ago, man. John Todd told us about what they do with the records, you know, and that was just on the rock scene before rap even existed. They told you what they did.
The Christian kids say that it is the witches. But at the same time, we try to flag you down from going the same direction we went with drugs. You'll never know the feeling to lose so many friends that should be with you today and so many loved ones because of drugs that we kept convincing ourselves was all right. This isn't some preacher getting up here and telling you that's never been in it. I wish satanic spells being cast and being planned by the parents. The rock music does not belong to you, your kids. If your kids are in your home, it belongs to you and you're answerable for it. And if you want to believe they're garbage, that it's all right, and you want to forget things like Kiss saying that their real name is Kings and Satanic Service, and that rock music is actually satanic spells being cast and being planned by the Satanist Church, and that's a direct quote, then you go right on ahead. Right now, one of the Manson family girls is in trial, and she said the number one thing that the occult world used to brainwash them was Beatle music and rock music. If you want to leave it in your home, I won't go into details why you can't, but if you want to leave it in your home and all the demons that it attracts, fine. If you want your kids to buffalo you, that it's all right. I recommend you go home today, get a cardboard box, and break the records, and burn those covers, and get it out of your home. And you'd be surprised at how fast your kids come around after they finish throwing their 2-year-old tantrum. But I wish that I had the time more on rock music, but believe me, it is the work carefully planned out in the occult world. We spent $8 million to produce Jesus rock music and pay the man who started it, named Chuck Smith, just because Christians were destroying rock music and we were afraid that it would be banned from the Christian church. So we carefully put it in the form of Christian rock music. So if they would spend $8 million to keep rock music in your hands, then the hardcore rock must be even worse. And it is. Okay, Pastor. I don't mind. I drove all day till I could say these things. I was a manager of Zodiac Productions, which Zodiac Productions, its name's been changed since then. I'm not even sure what to call it now, but it's the largest music conglomerate in the world. It owns RCA Records, Columbia Records, Motown Records, owns almost all the concert booking agencies in the United States.
So there's a man telling you way back in the fucking like 60s, 70s, telling you, bro, hey. And we come to find out with a lot of these things, like we seen in real time. I think now people are starting to, well, I don't even think people see it, but they don't even recognize it, like BlackRock, right? This one company that fucking literally owns all other fucking companies, i.e., what does that sound like to y'all? What does that sound like? What famous book/movie series does that remind you of? Nah, not Disney. Not the company, but the slogan or the ideology. Yeah, not what's his name? Nah, it's John Todd, not Mike Todd. Nah, remember, one ring to control them all. Fucking Lord of the Rings, bro. Lord of the Rings. Even that whole thing, bro. Like, again, you got one fucking company that controls all the other fucking companies. Right before your eyes, hidden in plain sight. Why you can't afford houses? Well, we know for a fact now, fucking Zillow somehow went from being just a lister to an actual purchaser of fucking homes and was able to fucking buy the homes as they motherfucking set the value of the homes and then ended up reselling the homes to the people. So now you had motherfucking what is it? It says fucking the lockdowns, you had like a 40% increase in motherfucking home prices and nobody can afford the homes. And the people buying the most homes is motherfucking BlackRock and shit and these major corporations so they can rent it to you and you can never afford to buy one, but now you rent for life. Yeah, appreciate you, big. Listen, look, man. All the companies. First time I ever heard of BlackRock in my life was maybe 3-4 years ago? Maybe. First time I ever even heard of it. Yeah. All them fucking all them houses they got back for foreclosures and reset. You know how many of those houses the bank buy back now? The bank just buys the houses and now the banks own them and they put them under these fucking shell companies or whatever, whatever fucking what do you call the shit? It's not an LLC for them, but whatever fucking corporation. And now instead of your landlord is a fucking bank. That's another one. Berkshire Hathaway, yeah. No. Nice charm. It's been around. There's some nice charm. So that's another thing they do. You saying they have been how has some not been around that long? Nice charm and the shit's worth like trillions of fucking dollars. There's no way it had been around that long. It's just the fact of the matter that wasn't the name of it. We just the name wasn't known to us. Shit had to be around for it to be $1 trillion company. Yeah, you will own nothing to be happy. Yeah, you will own nothing to be happy. Yep, Vanguard too. The idea, bro, is to get you to be a fucking permanent fucking debt slave, bro.
And that's not even the name of the company that owns it. The name of the company that owns it is Brenner Enterprises, and Brenner Enterprises is owned by Chase Manhattan. Chase Manhattan's owned by Standard Oil, and Standard Oil is owned by the Lords of London. You can track it on back. You kind of get the idea after a while. But I was the managing president of Zodiac Productions. It's one of my jobs as being one of these 13 people. Thus, I got to know many of the people who produce music and sing the music and play the music that you play. Recently, one of the top people in rock music from the group, can't think of the name of the group now, it's one of the top rock groups still in existence that's been around a long time, was just saved. And he told how when they play in their concerts, they would control through witchcraft spells in their mind the people to do different things in the audience. And they'd work the audience up not with the music, but with their mind and their music combination. Now, one of the closest friends that I got during that time that I obtained was a man named David Crosby. Crosby's still Nation Young. And I saw David the day before Christmas last year, talked with him. I got him away from this witch that he had with him. He told her to go shopping. We were in West Hollywood, and I was witnessing around to people I knew. We went off in the store, and we started talking. I said, David, I'd like to ask you a couple questions. I said, I already know the answers, but I've been gone for 5 years. I'd like to know if certain things are still the way they were when I left. I said, now I have to explain some of this when I'm done, because you're not going to understand it all unless you know something about music. I said, do they still take the master to the temple room? Dave said, yeah. I said, do they still have the Coven conjure demons into the master? He said, of course. I said, now I got to know something. What the?
This man is telling you, bro, okay, that they literally cast spells over the shit, and then they the material that they use is what they use to actually make the master fucking copy of the at that time would have been the record. And then you copy the fucking masters for some shit that's had all kinds of occultic, satanic fucking shit put into it, and you send it out to the people. I forget what it was, but one of these bands or some shit where like literally it's put into there is if you fucking play it backwards, you get a fucking demonic fucking message. I don't listen to rock music, and I seen the thing doing some research a while back, but you get the picture. Now, if you guys remember, and this is why I say, you know, Nas did a whole song backwards, right? And what was it? Fucking Bone Thugs. Bone Thugs had a fucking I believe it was on, was it East 1999 or the one after that? I don't know if it was 1999, whichever one had what album had Mr. Ouija on it. That shit had some weird shit in the fucking in like the CD book to where it was like shit was in reverse. And then even the song Mr. Ouija itself was some demonic shit. Yeah, don't get me started on 3 6 Mafia. 3 6 Mafia was, listen, 3 6 Mafia made fucking devil worshiping like cool for niggas. 3 6 Mafia, bro. Drug use, hard drug use. Just incredible violence. 3 6 Mafia, bro. That was probably like the first, like, to bring the rock fucking attitude over to rap. I know you talking like you know, I know what Ron DMC did the rock this way shit, but no, I'm talking about like the mosh pit shit. What do you call it? I think is it grunge or metal? No, metal. That's what I'm saying. The metal. I'm sorry, metal. Not rock, more like metal. 3 6 Mafia brought like the metal fucking attitude to niggas. The sound, the devil worshiper, or the hard drugs, the beat a motherfucker up, bruh. Early 90s, late 90s, early 2000s. I told bro they had to ban fucking 3 6 Mafia and Lil Jon and shit in the club. The fucking whole song was about tear the club up. That was early, and then I'm trying to remember what they had. I bet you won't hit a motherfucker, push a motherfucker. Bro, niggas wasn't about that fucking no damn mosh pit shit before that. Bone and 3 6 did what? Bone and 3 6 what? Well, I don't know. Bone wasn't really. Bone was just smoked weed, bro. And Bone might have touched on it, But Bone never had like that hard. You feel me? Bone wasn't about beating niggas up in the club, bro. Yeah, then it bled over into Headbusters was the Atlanta shit. Then Lil Jon took it over, brought it to the Atlanta fucking thing. So you had 3 6 first, and then Lil Jon like elevated it. Yeah, Mr. Ouija's satanic as fuck. That's what I'm saying. Mr. Ouija's satanic as fuck, man. You said Cali and New York see shit the South don't see for years. What you mean? What you mean, Night Charm? Give me a like check, man. How many likes we got, people? Hit the like button for me, y'all. Come on now. What the hell we doing now? We got 160 people in the building, bro. Only got 100 likes. Like button is free. Hit the motherfucking button for me, man. If you lie, you steal. You steal, you'll motherfucking kill, man. All right? I need to call motherfucking Crime Stoppers on y'all.
What's wrong with y'all niggas? Oh, Birdman Dang. Dang. Oh, 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 oh. That's the Birdman Dang. Oh, 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 oh. Real more shit, man. Oh. That's why more bodies, man.
You said black bands, but nobody was fucking with that shit, bro. Come on, listen, come on, Nice Charm, come on, stop it, brother. That black, I remember like one specific like black rock band, black grunge thing. That scene always been, that was niche. So you're talking like the skateboard kids and the goth kids and whatever. I'm not saying that didn't exist, and it might have existed, but the shit didn't pick up because it was so niche. Your rock kids, your goth kids, emo, what they call them emo now. We didn't call it shit emo back in the day, but you know, the skateboard kids, that was like very, very niche. We talking about the masses. The masses, nobody was doing that shit before 3-6, bro. Nobody was listening to it. Like, matter of fact, before them, like if you heard anything that was like rockish or like some devil shit, niggas weren't fucking with it at all. For real. Right, I remember. So y'all know I'm from Georgia, so I remember my one of these days, I was riding along with my dad, and shit, when the vice versa came out, it had to be 2000s, like early 2000s. I was still in high school when vice versa came out, so I don't know if it was like somewhere between 2000 and 2002. So fucking vice versa came out, bro, and my dad fucking heard vice versa, bro. My dad lost his fucking mind. Man, what the fuck is this shit? Bro, my dad cussed me out, man. He say, hey, man, what the fuck is this shit, man? This mother, what the hell you mean vice versa, man? Ain't no damn God being no damn. Turn this shit off. Turn it off. My daddy was hot, nigga. He was hot. Appreciate you, bro. Nigga, he was high. What the hell you mean? Fucking what, man? Get the man. What the hell y'all listening to, man? Think about that shit, bro. That's the one. And this nigga call himself motherfucking Pastor Troy. Pastor Troy, motherfucking making up this fucking scenario where the fucking devil is God and God is the devil and preacher is bad is really good. You know what I mean? Vice versa. You play that shit in Georgia, nigga, everybody go crazy. You can't tell me that's not fucking possession in itself, bro. For you to get into, you know, and you know the South is the Bible Belt, right? Everybody's supposed to have a strong faith there. You know, high, you know, religion, the Bible, God, all those different things, so on and so forth. Now you create a fucking song that literally turns everything on its ass. As above, so below. in the literal sense. Pastor Troy is the personification of motherfucking as above, so below, with vice versa.
The main reason for rock music is, come on, Lance, you know what the reason is. Please, David, I don't want to guess. Tell me what the main reason is. He says the same as when you were in, so that we can play spells on people that we couldn't cast spells upon. I'll explain what that means in a minute. I said, okay, one last thing. I've been hearing that you must be an initiated witch now to get a record contract. He said, that's right. He says, many of us that weren't total witches have to be witches now in order to produce music. Thank you. The master is a tape about the biggest top of this podium that looks like an overgrown 8-track that the album is cut on and is placed in a machine that produces and presses the records and the 8-tracks and cassettes that you buy. After it's been recorded, it's taken in. This is why masters cut months in advance before it's released. On the full moon, it's taken in to a temple room about the size of this auditorium that is in every one of the major music companies, behind locked doors up in the executive office. And it's placed on an altar, setting in the north of the room, and a pentagram engraved in the floor. And 13 hand-chosen witches and wizards and a coven come in and conjure a principality or a power up, usually Regia or something like that, and order him to tell the demons under him to follow every record and every tape coming off of that master. As I tell many Christian parents, you can go home and count your kids' records, probably yours too, and count how many demons at least are there. That's too hard for you to believe? I'm sorry. That's why they do it. Now listen to me. This is why rock music's addicting. Have you ever seen kids that got rid of their music? They go around like this. They can't wait to find a rock station somewhere and they sneak off. It's like getting a cigarette or a fix because it's addicting. That's why they can't give it up. The rest of the conversation was this. You can't cast a spell on a Christian, but you can get a Christian to cast a spell on themselves. If you give the permission for the spell to work, being a Christian won't block it. And rock music.
And again, man, that's another thing they tell you all the time. Even when they had the things with the you know, the stories about vampires and these other things, to where it can't do anything to you, but if you allow it to, you feel me? If you allow it to do something to you, now you gave the power. It has the power because you allowed it to be there.
That, and I've even heard about this. I'm like, why? I want to know who was in those meetings that they were saying, I need you to say all of the horrible things about black men and black women. I need you to put, you know, satanic influences into songs and signs and symbolism. Like, to me, that is an energy that, or a spirit that can come upon people to make you want to do that, especially based off of their circumstances. If all I know is pain, strife, anger, hate, I'm gonna now, you know, put that back out or regurgitate that to my own community. And that in itself is a cycle of darkness and low frequency that we can be removed from. But to say that there's like these secret people coming in and telling us,
I don't think they're secret. I don't think they're secret at all. And there have been multiple artists that have spoken out and said that producers have encouraged them to.
But yeah, that's an individual.
But is that not
that's an individual. So
sure,
because like I said, I can find the devil, and I can find the devil in gospel music if I wanted to. But I can also say, I can find the God, I can find the good in every aspect, whether it's Hollywood or not. Like, there's multiple things where if we even understand what entertainment was designed for, it ultimately is to relieve us of the stresses that everyday life brings upon us.
Right.
So again, you operate each and every day in a space of like, look, I'm on the front lines and I'm literally trying to help people understand and get clarity and hear the truth. But when that becomes confusing or it becomes rhetoric, and now I just see people with great brilliance just arguing back and forth about things that ultimately are not creating any gain for either one of the individuals, except for maybe ego to say, oh, I was right, or oh, I read this. Like, knowing your position and knowing what you can offer to the world, how do you differentiate between like, all right, I'm gonna just go.
We're not gonna do that. Stop it. Stop it. Stop. Nice jump. Stop it, bro. Bia was fucking hitting before fucking what's the name, dog. We're not doing this. I'm not doing this.
Go ahead and I'm gonna do nothing but speak, you know, against, you know, the trans community, or I'm gonna speak against Black Lives Matter, or whatever at the moment where you can say clearly you're brilliant enough to be like, I don't know.
Because we know that was a CIA term that they entered into lexicon following the shooting of jails, where people will bend to the spirit of evil. They will bend to the spirit of nonsense. They will allow every part of their reason to be stripped away so that they can fit in. And again, this gets into, and this is not conspiracy. In fact, we should stop using the word conspiracy theorist, because we know that was a CIA term that they entered into the lexicon following.
Quick second. So I got see if I can find this in Google. Notice how they put alleged. The term conspiracy theory itself is a subject of a conspiracy theory which posits that the term was popularized by the CIA in order to discredit conspiratorial believers, particularly critics of the Warren Commission, by making them a target of ridicule. It's documented, bro. Google it. And listen, stop. Don't use Google to look up shit. You got to go through what is it like? I think it's Bing or whatever the one is on fucking Brave. The shit with the let me see what it is. Let me see what the search engine is. Yeah, just use Brave. Yeah, or duck. There you go. That's what it was. Duck, duck, go. The one with the duck. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate your silence, sir. Yeah, duck, duck, go. Yeah, yeah. Listen, bro. If you want to find anything concerning truth or whatever, dog. Another thing too. So all the videos and shit you need to find, BitChute and what's the other joint? BitChute and what's the one with the V? BitChute and the other joint. I think it started with a V. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. But if you want to find the videos they don't want you to fucking find, you can't watch no more and shit. You know, like we talking about Pizzagate and all this other shit. You gotta go to BitChute or the other joint. I can't think of it. Shout out to my man, Marriage, Politics, and Sports. Greatly appreciate your brother for the 5. What is Nick talking about? Candace has the patience of Job. Nah, he actually he's pushing back a little bit. For the most part, he let her drive the car. Shout out to Mr. H. Greatly appreciate your brother for the Check out Robert Johnson, The Crossroads Story. Something similar to I think I know you're talking about. I think another person that said they did that was like, it was a couple of famous Black people that had the same similar story. The Crossroads Story, pretty much where, hey, you got to go to this place and, you know, have a meet with the devil, and, you know, you sign it. Talking about when they sign the contract, you know what I mean? When you sell your soul, or you sign for, in order to get the you know, the fame, the fortune, and all these different things, you got to sell your soul to the devil. They're literally, that when people talk about the Crossroads shit, that's what they're talking about. And there have been numerous people, white and Black, many genres of music that said the same thing. They said they've done it. Hey, that's another one. Listen, and y'all niggas, remember when y'all tried to clown me? Remember you niggas tried to clown me and say, "Oh man, I wasn't scared. I wasn't scared of no damn Crossroads. That video wasn't creepy. I know I wasn't crazy, nigga. They made a whole fucking thread on Twitter about motherfuckers that was like, hey man, hey, this shit right here. Bum, 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 bum. Don't you come around me with no nigga in no motherfucking trench coat. Nigga, to this day, I see a nigga in a full body black leather trench coat, nigga. Nigga, I run a 4 flat 40. Y'all niggas trying to make me seem like I was crazy because I was fucking scared of the motherfucking Crossroads fucking video. This nigga taking away babies, Uncle Charles. Calmly, just walk right up to Uncle Charles, get him out of there.
Every day see you at the crossroads, see you at
Yeah, Candyman before Candyman, nigga. Don't nobody want to die with no ugly face, nigga. You don't want no ugly face death. Treat me like something was wrong with me because I was fucking scared of the damn Crossroads fucking video, man. What we talking about? Yeah, man. They Mr. Ace, they made it seem like something was wrong with me, man.
The shooting of JFK. So they say the word conspiracy theory. That's
well,
all
the theory
made up.
is the only thing that's the problem. The
But it's not-
conspiracy
but-
to conspire is
but
not
I
an
don't-
issue.
Yeah, but that.
Yes, it is. Listen, I'm gonna say this again, man. Just like now, once you understand how easily people are manipulated because people are just ignorant, and it's a level of stupidity. The most dangerous thing in the world, bro, is ignorance and stupidity, right? Right. Most dangerous thing in the world is a fucking a dummy that don't know nothing, because they can be easily motherfucking. And like I said, we know that's the majority of people. So you put something before them, they just go gravitate to and believe what's the first shit you put to them because they're not smart enough to discern when they're being deceived. So you got a dummy that don't know nothing, and now you can just put anything into their head, and now they're going to be parrots. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be fucking record players. They're going to just repeat whatever the fuck you say to them, and they're going to take it as truth and gospel because this is the first thing they've been told to know. This is right. That shit's dangerous, bro. And that's what we have now. We have a bunch of like useful idiots. Useful idiots is a term for because if you get enough idiots, bro, and you fucking program them into fucking doing something, you have a fucking army. You have people that'll fight the battle for you, and that will overpower and bully and shame everybody else that understands the truth. The dumb always fucking outnumber the smart. The wrong always outnumber the right. You know what I'm saying? So when you the one person that has to stand up here, and not only with public opinion, now you have the fucking United States government after you. Remember this shit, bro. During the lockdown time, during the beer flu fucking time, bro. If you said anything about that shit, bro, they were getting doctors out of here. They were getting scientists out of here. They were getting people that their whole lives trusted in fucking, experts. As soon as you say something against this shit we got going on right now, conspiracy theorist, radical, extremist. And because people are so fucking scared and dumb, and they purposely don't teach they don't teach kids anymore. They don't teach kids anything in school anymore, bro. This shit is literally like a fucking just a daycare now. Nice charm. Again, nice charm. Bro, everything that goes viral, bro, is contrived. For the most part. This specifically, you can't tell me that 5% of the fucking population, and that's just United States, it gets smaller as you get global, right? The percentages get smaller as you make the numbers bigger. But just here in the United States, how the fuck does 5% of the population, men, women, old, young, that whole demographic, how the hell do they get a microphone louder than the 95% of the fucking population? Or a microphone just as loud and more impactful? This is the problem I have with the fucking what's name shit. And I told y'all, you homophobic. Motherfucker, don't say shit to me about no homophobic till they create a niggophobic. Okay? Niggophobic, negrophobic, until that shit is created, I do not want to hear it. You literally had campaigns that, the niggas are gonna break in the house and they gonna take it. Pussy crooks. They all pussy crooks. They own the cocaine. Brothers, literally, I forget what it was. And once upon a time, well, I could probably find it on what's name. Bruh, there were fucking pamphlets and shit going out here that they're these cocaine motherfucking filled black men that's just, waiting in the bushes and jumping out the trees, the motherfucker, to take white women. This is a thing. This is a thing. Now you gonna tell me I'm motherfucking, you're phobic because a motherfucker like to do the bending? Get out of here, man. Fuck out my face. I ain't scared of you because you motherfucking taking dick, nigga.
Are you gay?
How you gonna ask me a question like that?
How do you marry a woman and then turn around and let a man bend you over?
Ain't nobody bending me over.
Oh, so you doing the bending?
Nice try. You partially right, brother, but not really for the kids. It was for innocence, and they stole it from God. Remember, the rainbow was the symbol that God sent to Noah to let him know when the flood was over. The rainbow belongs to God himself, God of the Bible. Everything they take, you have to take everything from the Bible and flip it over on his head. Again, as above, so below. You have to take something that's holy, something that's pure, and you pervert it. This is why when you start talking about, the defilement of children, the whole point of it is to corrupt that child so that child becomes a corrupter themselves. What the fuck is going on right now? Am I back? Am I cool? What just happened? That's fucking weird. Check. Am I good? Is everything good? Indigo flow. This is true. And they want somebody to do it like me and you. Yeah, they might be, man. Crazy. Are you serious? The whole stream? That's crazy, bro. I can't even change the fucking name, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy, dog. That's crazy. I didn't even know. Whatever. But what, man? I'll time this nigga out, man. What are we doing, bro? Come on, don't play with me like that, bro. Don't play with me like, bro. Don't King Picks. You be, bro. King Picks, brother. I know you like a troll or some shit, dog. But don't play with me like that, dog. You say shit like that me again, nigga. Hey, I didn't even catch it. The only reason I caught it because y'all said something to it. Time motherfucker out, bro. Don't play with me like that, though, bro. Don't even ever play with me like that, bro.
That is the truth. And that is why we should just call it out when we see it. This is what's happening. These people are conspiring. Like, that's what I do. And here's a document you can look at to see when they've done it in the past. And this is what's happening now. And I also listen to people. I don't gaslight people. So if an artist comes to me and says, I've been told to record something demonic, or I had a conversation with Amber Rose, and she a couple of weeks ago, and it was a lot of her telling me that she was basically just being pushed by people that you need to be more sexual, and to be more sexual. I accept that, obviously, at a certain point, and this gets into why you were saying why I won't bend for money. I wouldn't do it. I'm built different, but I also acknowledge that these people are being pushed in a certain direction. Women, you're being told, can you make it sexier? I will not accept. The conspiracy to me is to try to convince me that the times have changed, and we went from, in the Black community, producing Michael Jackson and Whitney Houston to what really Black people really want to hear right now is Sexy Red. And so that's the.
Now, she has a great point about the whole Sexy Red and Michael Jackson, but hey, do not forget, Michael Jackson wasn't fucking innocent, bro. Michael Jackson had fucking Alex Crowley in one of his album covers too. There are allegations of Michael Jackson going through the rituals in order to get the fame that he got. Okay. There's a book out there that says someone witnessed I think it was the Billy Carson, is it a Ben Carson show? What was the old white man that had the fucking show? Either Ben Carson, Billy Carson, whatever the fuck it is. I don't know. Old white man. What's the name of the show, y'all? Either way, that all of them had to do something, in order before they could even get on the show and perform. They had to perform in order to perform. Johnny Carson. Appreciate it. Yeah, Johnny Carson. I'm thinking about fucking Billy Carson because he's got his ass destroyed. The Johnny Carson show, yeah. And then remember, bro, why am I drawing such a fucking blank today? Everything working against me today. Why the fuck I can't think of this nigga's name? Not fucking Charlie Murphy, fucking Richard Pryor. There we go. Richard Pryor. Put it in the chat if you remember what Richard Pryor said he had him and Paul Mooney had to do in order to get a movie role in Hollywood. What did motherfucking Richard Pryor say him and Paul Mooney had to do in order to fucking get on in fucking Hollywood? What did he say? And we know what Paul Mooney was on. We know what type of time Paul Mooney was on. They say, no, we know he like it, but you gotta participate too. He said it, Mr. H. He motherfucking said it, bro. Yeah. Hawk Tour, before Hawk Tour, bro. No, brother. No. There wasn't no funny story. Truth is said in jest, brother. He was a comedian, so people just took it as a joke. No, the nigga was telling you the truth. Way back in those times. Shout out to my man John Henry, brother. Greatly appreciate for coming through with a 20 ball. Ain't nothing but some money. Fantastic was good. That 5% gets the microphone because the other 95% don't want the exposure. The squeaky reel gets the grease. Well, no, John Henry, I don't agree with that because again, we have the microphone. It's just that they're purposely either muting ours or turning ours down and turning theirs up. And they're making more commercials from the message coming from their microphone. There's never, bro. Appreciate you for the 20 ball though. Shout out to my man MPM. Greatly appreciate you, brother, for the 5. The world is inverted, inside out and upside down, but we the ones who crazy though. Respect and love, brother. No Diddy, no Jay-Z. Greatly appreciate you, brother, for the 5. And shout out to John Henry for the 2. Prevagen helps with that. I have no idea what Prevagen is, brother, but hey, I don't know why I'm just fucking. This is wild.
The reason why these record labels are going to Sexy Red and offering her a deal. I refuse to believe that. Okay, so
listen. Black women have no problem being sexually degenerate as long as they're the perpetrators of it, or they're the benefactors from it, and they're the promoters of it, right? They even though it's perpetration going on, right? They don't see it as that. They see it as promotion, right? So they're actually perpetrators, but they see it as promoters, right? So as long as they're promoting it, you know, the Lil Kim, that, you know, that iconic fucking album cover. Then you had Nicki Minaj recreated, you know, Sexy Red, Sukihana, Lotto, hell now Glorilla, as little bit of pussy as motherfucking Glorilla got. All she do is talk about her pussy. Glorilla like 130 pounds, and all she talk about is fucking niggas and getting fucked and treating niggas like hoes. And this is a little woman talking like a nigga. Like she just running through niggas. Like she got a nigga roster. And anytime our song come on, who's the first one to sing it? Little black girls, teenage girls, young girls, old girls, shaking your ass everywhere. Bro, that's that. You can't tell me that's not a spirit or a demon, bro. You can't tell me that's not a spirit or a demon to where you guys hear a fucking song, black women specifically, to where you guys cannot not shake your ass. That's how strong the music is. Y'all literally cannot. You hear certain songs, certain things. One of the ones for sure, one of the strongest motherfucking songs ever that has one of the strongest spirits ever. Back that ass up. Nigga, you play back that ass up. Everybody twerking. The mama, the daughter, the grandma, depending on how old, the great grandma. Yeah, bro, she little. And she talking like she motherfucking the BABG like me, nigga. People think them demons ain't real, Dub Will. Motherfuckers think demons ain't real, man. Demons are real, bro. She said, what, Kim? She said she needs a sponsorship for the abortion clinic. If that ain't, that's crazy. I ain't even heard that lyric, brother, but that's insane. Yeah, bushes were part of Skull and Bones. So was John Kerry. Malik Wilson. I mean, obviously. I mean, let's not be. I mean, she, you know, she's skinny mini, but she got that bag. She say she like unks too. You know what I'm saying? Give me a couple bands out the deal. Hey man, it is what it is.
So yes, power is held by these labels when they go out, and I don't mean that as any disrespect to her. What I'm saying is that frequencies are real.
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
Frequencies impact your spirit. You and I know that.
There's been brothels and strip clubs and stuff since the oldest profession.
I'm talking about music,
so,
right?
Okay, and like you said,
and I'm talking, yes, and you are correct. But Confucius said, listen to the music,
and you'll be able to.
Yeah, man. Again, they even tell you that with the illusion of the story of the Pied Piper, right? Pied Piper was able to fucking control the kids, and he ended up stealing the kids because he did the shit with the rats, right? He got all the rats out of the fucking out of the city. The people didn't want to fucking pay him. So shit, he said, hey, this shit don't just work on no motherfucking rats. came back, he stole all the kids. I.e., again, you know, the Pied Piper being able to control the children through music, and who named themselves the Pied Piper? Hidden in plain sight. Right there in fucking front of us, bro. But because people don't understand the context of a lot of these things and these stories, and they just take it as that, and they get lost over time, a lot of these allegories and shits are getting lost, man. Hey, June know what's up. Peter Pan, that's another one. Peter Pan's another one. Yeah. Yep. Good old Kells. Peter Pan's another one, bro. Erykah Badu admitted it, dog. Admitted it. They not even hiding no more. That's why, like, you gotta be careful, bro. Again, these bitches out here, these witch bitches, bro. She all about fucking astrology and stones and cards and all this other shit. Hey, all right. Your ass be out here in the summertime with a leather coat on. You be out here like the Crossroads, nigga. Full body trench coat, nigga, 90 degrees. All black. Listen, hey, nice charm. You know what's crazy? That's another one too, bro. And I'm not gonna go in on this one so much because I know her like that, like listening to that album, bro. If I could say anybody was like a real life fucking siren, to where like everything about that album, that was a great fucking album. But to come to find out everything that came out of it and after it and whatever and what was going through it, yeah, bro. That's another. So listen, that's another thing too. So let's get on the Disney aspect, bro. Disney took all of these motherfucking like horrible stories, and they they took all of these fucking gruesome, horrible stories, pretty much that were either stories or like old witches and shit and so on and so forth, right? Or warnings to children, right? And they made them into like, you know, feel good, like good stories, right? Sleeping Beauty, Snow White. I don't think Hansel and Gretel was like officially a thing, but bro, if you ever read any of these original stories and you like channels and shit now, will go back and they'll tell you and give you the historical context of it, bro. Like that, there ain't no motherfucking good and happy endings to none of them shits. Ain't no happy motherfucking ending to none of those damn Disney stories, bro. 90% of them, no sir. Shout out to a man, Charles Mercer, A1 Day 1 in the building. Greatly appreciate you, brother.
Ain't nothing but some money.
If Oprah operated on a spirit of gossip, Harpo was the spirit of secrecy. Depending on keep those Diddy party pictures out of the media. 1 second. Yeah, Harpo. Another thing, shout out to Charles Merchant too. What do you call it when it's the inverse? Harpo is Oprah backwards, right? Again, even in it's symbolism in that reversing things. You feel me? Pinocchio and Pinocchio and Peter Pan too. A lot of these stories, bro, about anything, you know, they taking the little boys and all this other shit. Yeah, most of them shits in the original stories, them shits die, man. Detroit, that's another one. All these childhood stars, they turn out to be crazy as hell. It ain't just him. Shit, Raven Simone, she's just not crazy and outspoken. Look at Britney Spears. Most of these childhood stars, bro, they end up being because, bro, in order for them to get there, they had to be, you know, their parents allowed them to be fucking what's the name, dog? Oh, of course. Listen, Oprah was one of the first, bro. You make it as a billionaire through entertainment, bro. You with the shits. You hear me? To be in entertainment just in general, right? But people like Cat Williams, well, again, to a degree, I think Cat Williams gets into some shit, and you get some motherfuckers that get in there and they're like, hey man, no, oh, whoa. This is what it's really about. I'm good. I'm gonna stop right here. Right? I forget what the dude was that poked his motherfucking eye out because he was fucking possessed with a fucking demon. And he was so far gone, man. He had to fucking he stabbed himself in the eye. You had Crazy Bone before he got sick. Remember, Crazy Bone came out here and he started talking about how shit was demonic and this and that and all these different things, so on and so forth. Then all of a sudden his ass got real sick. You feel me? Yeah, bro. All that shit is what's the name, dog? Yeah, the Feldman. Yeah, Corey Feldman. Yeah, Houston. Yeah, Houston fucking stabbed his own eye out, man. That's how bad that fucking shit was on him.
And there's a reason for that.
Society.
He knew this. The Chinese philosopher knew this back when, and there's people who, in my viewpoint, have a lot of power in the music industry also understand that there is no reason to fight to put filth on the airways and then try to convince people that it's free speech. In fact, I will tell you a non-conspiracy that you can look up right now, and I'm going to blank on his name, but there is a guy, and if I grab my phone, I'll be able to look it up for you. Literally on his Wikipedia page, he literally says, we created pornography, because I believe the eyes and the ears are the windows of the soul, to crush Christianity. He said an open statement. This is why we create pornography. This is why we and this was whenever you put this episode out.
Yeah.
Listen, man, that's another thing too. Sex demons, bro, are everywhere now. Sex demons, dog. Sex demons. That's the strongest shit ever. That shit is bigger than music. It's bigger than violence, bro. Everything has fucking sex in it now. Everything. I told y'all this. I'll never forget my only daughter when she was younger. And I remember we were shopping for her clothes to like go to school. It was early, right? And then we noticed me and her mom, you know what I'm saying? We was trying to figure stuff out. And we was like, yo, why the fuck are all these pants made out of spandex for the little girls? Bro, go back. If you my age, you're 80s baby, think about it. Bro, boys and girls pants were like the same. Straight leg, baggy, nothing fitting, no fucking whatever. Girls had to get permission to start wearing like, if I got any ladies in the chat, If I got a lady in the chat, can you come forward to the congregation for me and explain it? Because it's like girls, then what? Misses, juniors, and women's, right? I think that's what it is. So you got girls, like little girls, and then you get like juniors, misses, or whatever. Correct me if I'm wrong. If I got a lady in the chat. However it go, right? I remember when the girls were pretty much allowed, most of them, to start wearing form-fitting jeans to where like you could see their shape, you can see their hips, you can see their ass, all that type shit, right? Bro, I was trying to get my, somewhere between first grade and kindergarten year-old daughter pants, and I was like, bro, why the fuck are all these fucking pants like spandex? They like tight. Like the little girls don't need no fucking tight pants. Like, where the fucking like skateboard pants at? Where where are the baggy pants for the little girls? They don't even make them no more. Everything for fucking women now is like fucking what do you call them shit? Leggings. They make the jeans like leggings now. You feel me? Thank you. Shout out to Blonde. Exactly. We remember it, bro. When you could tell, like, oh shit, she got them. Oh, okay. I didn't know she was shaped like that. I didn't know she had no shape. Ooh. Shout out to my man Darius, brother. Greatly appreciate your fam for the 5 memberships, brother. Ain't nothing but some money. And you get the membership also. The membership. You're too down with the gang. You're one of my members. You mean like Children's Place? Even Children's Place. No, nice charm. Even in Children's Place, bro. CJ, I got in a fight with my baby mom. So I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Why you just let her wear fucking like leggings out the house? Like she need to have some shorts on, or she need to have a skirt on. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And like, bruh, women don't even fucking, women do not understand. And women will fight men for men fucking being like, why risk it? Why fucking, you know what I'm saying? Make your little girl the target out of all the girls. In a perfect world, no fucking sicko will be targeting any girl, right? Any, adolescent child or, anybody underage. But a perfect world don't fucking exist. So do any and everything to keep our child from being the one that this, come on, bro. What are we doing? Yeah, that's a nice song. And you see the little girls be out here with this shit on. And I shake my head. And I'm like, bro, where's your fucking daddy at? I know you ain't got no daddy. I know you don't. I know you ain't got no fucking daddy. No way. Charles Mercy, it's not just that of the praise, man. Again, that's another thing too. So the sex, and this is a part of the sex demon shit. So a part of the sex demon shit is in itself, especially it affects women more so than fucking men, because now it makes the women rebellious to the men. That rebellious spirit, the Jezebel spirit they talked about, like in the Bible and so on and so forth. Big part of the Jezebel spirit is Jezebel did what the fuck she want because she was selling that pussy, right? She was using her pussy to her advantage, so Jezebel felt like she was making the rules. So because women have the Jezebel spirit of the fucking sex demon on her, right? She feel like she run shit because niggas want pussy from her. You ain't gonna tell me what to do. I ain't gonna this, I ain't gonna that, I ain't gonna, you know, women telling men what they're not gonna do. You know what I'm saying? And the things you have to do in order for you to get sex from her. That's the biggest fucking thing going on, bro. Now, the most influential shit and most fucking demonic shit cast over everybody right now is sex shit, bro. Telling you, sex demons ain't no joke, dog. I knew the shit was out of hand when you had women talking about eating man's ass. You hear me? Putting it in songs and repeatedly saying it. Suki Hana went across the fucking water, hopped out. First video she made was talking about eating niggas' ass in a foreign country. Sex demon, Charles Merchant. The pussy got that pussy got power. Ghetto Boys was what too? Oh, hey, that video was scary. The fucking my mom playing tricks on me. That was a fucking scary ass video. You're right. My bad, man. Let me hold on. Let me drop the link for y'all.
But I thought there's no way. Sure enough, he said it. He was. I'll tell you who he is. He was the founder of Screw Magazine.
Right. I mean, and that sounds logical. Like to me, that's not as far fetched as there's a
the conspiracy is against Christ. That's my belief. I believe in that.
This is the right way to live your life. The good way.
The way, the truth, and the light.
The truth and the life. Mm-hmm. Vitriol response to organized religion or whatever Catholicism that he was saying, I'm going to do something in this space to therefore try to tear that down, which we know he can't tear it down because it's the ultimate.
Everyone's going to church, families are together to now OnlyFans, right? Pornography was introduced into the American psyche for a reason, and it is in a war against your spirit. It is meant to destroy.
Again, do your research on who made, control, produce, and spread pornography. Take a wild guess who. And it played a major part in one of the biggest fucking events that's ever happened in human history, because it was discovered and it was exposed as that's what they were doing, along with, again, a lot of things against children. You got to go to BitChute for that. You can't find it on YouTube. You can't search it on Google. You got to go to Brave and search for that shit. All right. The people that control that shit. Shout out to Charles Merchant again. Yeah. When that shit first came out, bro, there was no free. You had to buy tapes. You had to rent it on fucking pay-per-view. If there was a site, or you had to call 1-900 number. Any and everything in order for you to get sex in the 80s and even early 90s, you had to pay in order to get debauchery. Now you just make it free. Yo, what up, fam?
I just found your show, just scrolling just now, just subscribe, just like the video. I actually watched this whole interview today. And I gotta say, bro, Mr. Fantastic, man, shout out to your page for even doing this. And I would say she cooked this dude, man. I got a lot of respect for Nick Cannon, but I feel like she mopped the floor with dude. Like all of the stuff that he just tried, in my opinion, his whole stance was being PC, trying to be politically correct. He seemed under pressure and he seemed uncomfortable. Just having a conversation with her. This was very one-sided. It wasn't a debate. I don't want to say whooped his ass, pardon my language, but it was very one-sided on who was steering this conversation. I mean, I know it's his show.
Let me say this in Nick's defense. For the most part, that's what it was meant to be. It wasn't really set up to be a debate, and I do agree with you though, to where he was pushing back on certain things because he has been quote unquote canceled before. So
Right.
I don't think it was meant to be a debate. But one thing about Candace, bro, Candace is well studied and she's very knowledgeable, and people don't give her credit because they consider her anti-black, and she's conservative. She's a conservative black woman. And for some strange reason, it's the only black woman that gets criticized for being with a white man, right? Because she's conservative. Nobody says it about Serena.
Well,
Nobody says it about Gabrielle Sidibe. Nobody says about any other black woman that has a white husband. But for her, it's that way because she's quote unquote conservative. So
yeah, no, this is a dope interview. I see you halfway through it. Again, she seemed very adamant on her opinion. I like the fact that I don't know how far you in the interview, and I don't want to give it away if you didn't get there yet. But I would say she didn't pull no punches. But to your point, Mr. Fantastic, she does articulate herself very well, bro. Like it was really great hearing her talk, and she seemed like a very educated black woman. And it wasn't just her opinion and stance. I like that she backed up what she was saying with fact. Work.
yeah, for sure.
But yeah, that's it. That's it. I just wanted to say that. I was in the chat, man. I'm enjoying the show, bro. This is a great show, bro.
Appreciate you, bro. And thanks for subscribing.
You got it.
Allude to the idea of monogamy. It is a weapon. I want to be very clear. Pornography is a weapon. Okay. I'm gonna have you look up Sab, founder of Screw Magazine, Al Goldstein. Go to his Wikipedia page. You'll find a direct quote of what Al Goldstein said. I actually want you to find the direct quote of what Al Goldstein said about Christianity. Now, if I had said it and wasn't Al Goldstein, I'd be called a conspiracy theorist, right? This is one of the weapons. Pornography is one of the weapons that is being used against Christ. And people today, you have to go.
And again, like I said, do your research, bro, and see where it started, who started it, and whatever. Don't take my word for this shit. Look at who did it. All right.
Go all the way back and you go, now people go, oh, it's about First Amendment. This is not about the First Amendment. Okay. Watching people essentially, what I would say is act out a demonic fetish is not, okay, they understand that it's real, but they're going to tell you that this is just free speech. No, you are watching, this is not liberation. This is enslavement. You are watching rituals that demons are jumping inside of you when you watch this stuff. Now, I wouldn't have.
Yeah, told y'all, sex demons are the most prolific demons out. The most watched fucking out of all the shit. Bro, people get what? It's like 1 billion users of TikTok, right? TikTok got over 1 billion users, right? You see everybody on fucking all the big TikTokers, bro. They got millions of subscribers. YouTube, bro, having a million subscribers is wow. It's crazy. It takes like a lifetime for you to do that shit. TikTok, nigga, you get 1 million subscribers in a couple months. How long TikTok been running for real? How long has TikTok been around? Few years. Four, maybe 4. No more than 4, right? So once you fucking understand this shit, bro, right? And you see that porn is the most watched fucking thing on the internet still. Out of everything else, out of music, out of comedy, out of drama, out of TV shows, out of whatever. The most watched fucking medium in the fucking world is fucking porn, bro. What does that tell you? That's powerful. Music ain't got shit on that.
Said this when I was in high school because I learned in high school in health class and sex ed that it's healthy to watch a little bit of porn. Do you not see a conspiracy in that?
Healthy to know what's going on?
No, it's not, because that's not what's going on. They're setting your tastes. That's what I'm saying. These are the taste makers. They're setting your tastes. This is not normal. It's getting more and more deranged. So when you see this explosion of men that are homosexual, my husband has a theory that all pornography is homosexual porn because men are watching other men have sex with them.
Now I think that's a little extreme. Okay. Let me see. I gotta hit it with that one. No, I think I deleted that one. Did I delete that one? I think I did. Yeah, I think that's a little extreme. Okay. To say that all, is, you know what I mean? Especially when there's that. But I will say this. I did not have the concept of, or even imagine a quote unquote gangbang until, you know, pornography. I didn't have an idea or concept or, you know, of a gilf, a gilf before pornography. You know, I didn't know that motherfuckers was taking a motherfucking fist. Okay. Before pornography. And I don't think people understand, man. Listen, nigga said this shit on Twitter. The human brain is only meant to handle so much at a time. That's why you have people that black out and people that do get into situations, because something so traumatic or something so just crazy, your mind will black out and it'll shut off to protect yourself, right? So once you understand that shit and understand how it is, bro, when you're overexposed, you know what I'm saying? You got a sensory overload of something that seems innocent or whatever. Let's see, hold on. There you go. Yo, what up? What up?
What's good? What's good?
I can't complain.
So I missed most of the show, but what's the gist of the fucking? What was she? What's the?
Well, no, she's talking about conspiracy theories and shit.
Okay. But I do want to So the X has showed me a lot of shit that I didn't. I like X will expose a lot of these women. Feel me? And
What?
Twitter.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Twitter,
That
yeah.
too. So yeah, shout out to TJ. So women, the way that women are willing to now show their bodies, that's another thing went viral. Like he said, damn man, these kids nowadays, you know, they lucky as hell. Niggas have to put in all kinds of work to get pictures like this. And now you just log into the fucking the internet. You see it every day. She said, you just wasn't that nigga back in the day. You just wasn't that nigga before. And you know that nigga's one of the coldest replies ever. I guess we all that nigga now. You feel again, man. I'm telling you, bro. The sex demon shit, bro. Is real. It's real, bro. It's real.
So who the sex demons? Or everybody? Certain people have sex demons, or like, is it a specific?
Nah, like the most of the fucking society got it, bro. At this point, this is why you've seen the over representation of women that are engaging in quote unquote sex work. Remember, you just had women fight. Sex work is real work. Respect sex workers and so on and so forth. Bro, you couldn't get what's the other shit? The slut walk and all this other shit. You know, sexual liberation was a thing, but it wasn't fucking celebrated and applauded in mass. You feel me?
So what you think caused it? You think just people having freedoms? This is what
porn caused it. Making porn free. And porn is literally the reason why the internet is as big as the internet is. Porn is still the most watched thing on the internet, like period. So you got to think about it. Like just use it for. So think about YouTube itself, right, bro? YouTube gets millions, if not billions, of views per day. Just YouTube alone, right? That ain't count TikTok and everything else. Now add YouTube views, Instagram views, TikTok views, billions upon billions upon billions, and that shit's not even close to porn, bro. Porn is still the number one fucking watch thing. You feel me? You see how crazy that is when you really put it into context? So that's what he's saying.
That's some crazy
being
shit.
Inundated. You know what I'm saying?
That's some crazy ass shit. Yeah, that's some crazy ass shit.
I mean, but people really don't. You don't really break it down because people don't talk about it and think about it, and they just think of it as being innocent.
But anyways, the point is that it's inspiring people to want more and more deranged, demented things. They pursue that. It is a demon that possesses you. And what they do is they very slowly introduce more demonic things. So it used to be, it's just pornography, a woman and a man having sex. At least it's a woman and a man having sex. Then it became like, it's going to be gay. Then it became, now it's going to be trans. And it came, oh, she's going to dress up like she's 14 years old. That is introducing to the palate pedophilia. Okay? And that's the same thing. You had the quotation?
Is it the one that says the only reason that Jews are in pornography is that we think that Christ sucks?
Direct quotes.
But that's a
quote. So
there's a lot of really wild quotes.
I know, he's one of the founders, the earliest people that brought hardcore pornography to America. So it's like, to me, it's so patronizing when people are like, it's a conspiracy, when he can just outwardly say what he was doing. He told you what he was doing. And listen, again, he's one person. Now, I think we're
that's all I was saying. It's just one person of him, or whether you bring up him or Margaret Sanger, dude's name was, that are saying, oh, we're all.
They established NASA. They were saying satanic chants every time. Satanic. Aleister Crowley is a name that people are familiar with. They established NASA. I believe, And this is after I did an episode on this, which people should watch, about the origins of NASA. Satanic, literal satanic. So you can't sit here and ignore the fact that literal Satanists, and I believe that it was this group of people. The religion was called the Lima, satanic. Aleister Crowley is a name that people are familiar with. They established NASA. They were saying satanic chants every time they were lighting a rocket in the desert over here in California, in Pasadena, or actually.
So this is where we go jump off to the other shit, right? So it wasn't. It was Aleister Crowley, but Aleister Crowley was after this guy right here. 1 second. What the fuck? Hold on, let me find it. My bad.
So what she's saying, the Satanists is the ones that kind of propagated pornography.
Yeah, they created NASA. Yeah. See if I can find it. Where's it at? Give me a second.
So wait, do you like Candace Owens?
Yeah, I fuck with it. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with this. I talked to him. I talked to him. Crazy. Wow. I talked about him a while back, earlier in the 10-4 Tuesday aspect of it. Jack Parsons. Okay. Jack Parsons was I would liken him to Tesla, right? Nikola Tesla of his time, right? Dude was a genius, right? From science and making rockets and all this different shit. Thing is, he started fucking around with the occultic shit, and they were using the occultic aspect of it in the midst of creating all this fucking rocket science. Like, you know what I'm saying? So she's saying Aleister Crowley, when Aleister Crowley was just like the head of fucking the Lima, but he wasn't really in tune with the not in tune, but involved with the actual, making of the rockets and, trying to open portals and all this shit. Bro, this shit is deep, bro. You feel me? And like you said, again, you get out West Coast, bro, and these people do these things to where they research, and it's these areas as to where you have very, very high spirit or the dimensions and the fabric is thin here. So this is a place to where if you want to bring demons or spirits or whatever into this fucking shit, and you can cross over. They just, they did all the research for this shit. So I'm about to hear about Jack Parsons.
Let me hear about Jack Parsons. This
is not a news broadcast.
Tonight, a special Tom Explores Los Angeles report. We look into the mysterious death of crazed genius, Jack Parsons.
The best part of waking up is
But it's the circumstances around his death that remain a mystery. Was it an accident, suicide, murder, or the work of Satan? Tonight, we'll re-examine the life of this rocket man and try and figure out exactly what sent him to the moon. Join me.
June 1952, Pasadena, California. 37-year-old rocket scientist Jack Parsons mixes a highly explosive cocktail of chemicals in his garage. The upscale street is calm and streaked in summer sunlight. Only the sounds of camphor leaves break the silence as Jack methodically adds more chemicals to a mixture in a coffee can. Then, he drops it. The explosion nearly flattens the garage as mansions shake a mile away. Jack writhes on the floor, bleeding out. Part of his face is missing. Both of his legs are broken. His left arm is too, and his right arm is blown off. A policeman arrives and finds Jack charred and stuck underneath rubble. He leans in and hears Jack's last words. I wasn't done. He's rushed to a hospital where he dies later that day. Jack Parsons invented solid fuel rocket engines, the same rocket engines that would later power space shuttles to the moon and help the U.S. win World War II. But by the time he died, most of his former colleagues had distanced themselves from him. They saw him as an unhinged wild man, his genius trumped by his eccentric beliefs and behaviors. He died the way he grew up, alone, playing with chemicals. Jack Parsons is born in Los Angeles in 1914. His grandparents are rich, and they buy a mansion on Millionaire's Row in Pasadena.
They raise him like a little prince. They give him his own.
So basically, like I say, they don't know if he was actually in the process of trying to create some new type of rocket fuel, which he played a big part in, right? But if it was that, or he got possessed and he had to sacrifice himself and pay the fucking toll for what he was given and the people he was dealing with, or what the fuck. So that's basically what they're saying about it's the mystery behind his death.
Laboratories, they actually hire a car to take him back and forth to high school. This, of course, gets him beat up every day in high school.
Jack's an effeminate dyslexic and teased at school. Luckily, a fellow 8th grader named Ed Foreman takes pity on him and stands up for Jack. They become fast friends, bonding over a shared love of science fiction tales printed in magazines like Amazing Stories and chatting about Jules Verne's space adventure from the Earth to the Moon. The sci-fi stories may be made up, but they treat it like reality. They talk about sending a rocket to space while disassembling fireworks, mixing the gunpowder with glue, and blowing up chunks of Jack's backyard, all before the end of their freshman year of high school.
Neither Jack nor his friend Ed attend Caltech, this prestigious nearby university. So they worm their way in by making friends with students who share their belief that a rocket can go to space. Eventually, the explosions grow too big for the labs at Caltech, so they move a few miles west and land here in the open floodplain of the Arroyo Seco.
They really wanted to show that their great and deep interest in blowing shit up had a future.
Rocketry at that time, it was all sci-fi, so it was imagination, fantasy.
And they couldn't even call what they did rockets, because rockets were something that only people who were entertainers, in other words, people who would blow up firecrackers, or people who read too much science fiction and were fantasists talked about. And so when they actually founded a group, it had to be called something else. That's why it's called the Jet Propulsion Laboratory and not the Rocketry Laboratory at Caltech.
During World War II, it was Jack and his other co-founders of the Aerojet Engineering Corporation who realized they could put rocket engines on planes, propelling the aircraft skyward. Planes can now safely take off from short runways on aircraft carriers. Their invention proved so lucrative that by 1944, Aerojet was valued at $150,000 or $2.3 million today.
We can see that various battles, especially on the Pacific Front, are won precisely because Jack Parsons was in the Arroyo blowing shit up, taking this into Caltech, and then figuring out a way to mass produce these jet-assisted takeoff units.
So again, man, like I said, that along with the people that came back from Germany, you know, the war criminals that were so important and so intelligent that they brought them to the United States, that changed their names and their identity, and then they used them to build not only rockets for the United States, right, but later on rockets for NASA and space travel. So similar aspects to that.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, they some smart motherfuckers. I think if men focused on like doing shit like this, building, it'll be more smarter people, more inventions. But we like chasing women, so that get in the way.
Yeah, but that's another part of it, right? So why are men so CJ? So why are men so obsessed with and so nowadays the focus on women has increased because again, women are just, you know, sex is everywhere. So that's another reason as to why it's hard for men to focus on, you know, being productive and being innovative, is because like you're distracted by literally like, and that's all I was saying. So I'm glad you brought it up, right?
Everywhere. Yeah.
So not just that, bro. Before now, and just us, and even you, CJ, you because you're like, wait, how are you? 35?
34.
34. So even still, so go back and remember, like before computers and shit, right? Before Facebook, before IG, but yeah, before MySpace. And even with MySpace, bro, MySpace, you were pretty much limited because MySpace was like a local thing unless you knew somebody. You feel me? Unless you like your hometown mainly, and then if you were whatever the reason was, it would just automatically have the people populate up to where you're at.
Yeah, because they didn't add random people. I think he just
exactly. So Instagram. So when Instagram came around, right, and Facebook made it to the point where it could be global. So, but Facebook was like, but when Instagram hit, and now you got people from all over the fucking world just posting these pictures. This bitch bad, that bitch bad. Damn, bad bitch here, bad bitch there, bad bitch everywhere. Like, bruh, your mind, a man's mind is not supposed to even know that many bad bitches, dog. That in itself is a distraction.
Then
go ahead.
Then they started Twitter. Oh man, shit took the fucking
cake. And then like I said with Twitter, you know, that shit became motherfucking, you know, Pornhub light to where bitches posting everything, and you know the craziest shit.
That's like realistic porn, feel me? So that's even better than the fake shit where it's kind of scripted. This is
real life. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, real life amateur shit. Yeah. So yeah, man, I'm telling you, it's crazy, bro. Like men are so you know, inundated with sex so often, bro. Hey, and then these motherfuckers ain't making nothing new for the most part. I mean, you know, most people, you got businesses and shit that's improving. But you know, that's the major corporations and companies. People aren't making shit no more because they too distracted with the bullshit. Yeah, man. Hey, Tumblr was the shit, man. Tumblr and Reddit was the shit back in the day. They got rid of both of them though, and then that's when everybody went over to Twitter.
They had porn on Tumblr.
During the war, Jack and his colleagues are making money hand over fist, and Jack takes that wealth and bankrolls his obsession with Thelema, a new religious movement founded by the renowned English occultist Aleister Crowley.
It's really important to understand that Parsons had been interested supposedly since high school in these metaphysical questions, and maintained at one point that he had done an invocation in high school that had scared him so much that he stopped for years because he felt like he personally was too powerful.
Hey, listen, man. That's another thing too. Motherfuckers open these gates, these doors, these dimensions, these fucking all this shit, and you dealing with shit, bro, that you not equipped to deal with. But it's too late. These motherfucking spirits and shit get in you, and then people tell you anybody that's been possessed by some shit, and people remember we did the thing about what's the damn show? Snowfall. The actor from Snowfall said that he pretty much prayed to the devil to come forward and possess him so he could get this fucking scene off of some shit. Nigga said, hey, shit hit him and he couldn't fucking sleep and shit for like a week. And he had to have somebody get that shit up off of him, bro. Don't be out here playing with these spirits and shit, man. Don't be out here making no pacts, doing no fucking summoning, no seances. Bro, be careful. You niggas, listen. I ain't saying you if you don't believe in God, fine, okay? But there's shit out here that don't believe in God, okay?
Right? And I want to say this, like when I deal with a lot of like women, and a lot of them, especially black women, they love trap music, feel me, Kodak Black, or what, not Kodak Black, what's the other, Chief Keef, fucking, I'll be like, I can't believe this bitch listen to this type of music. So I say that to say, like, I think they are the main, what's the word? They facilitate that kind of music the most, feel me? They want us to be, they watch the ratchetest shit, like, it's some crazy shit. So I think they are part of the reason why this is going on.
Yeah, man. Listen, I told you all that shit, man. Listen, even the worship of the real nigga archetype, these niggas that don't do nothing but talk about killing niggas, shooting niggas, switching niggas up, and all this crazy shit, bro. This YN shit, bro. That's another thing right now. The YN shit, everybody think this shit so funny, nigga. There ain't nothing funny about that shit, bro. Ain't nothing funny about this YN shit, bro. That shit right there is another damn spirit running around here. These little gremlin ass niggas.
Gremlin ass niggas, fantastic, but they love dirt. They love fucking NBA YoungBoy, King Von. They love these niggas that's killing each other. Feel me?
Yeah, man.
And I think it's some crazy shit. But go ahead.
Shout out to John 81101. Greatly appreciate you, brother, for the 5. BABG Outwitting the Devil, very powerful book. The audio is available on YouTube. Appreciate it, brother. I'm gonna listen to that tonight after we get off of here. I appreciate you, man. Outwitting the Devil. Let me go ahead and search it up.
I think a lot of the occult rituals that they perform have to do with invoking the imagination, the fantasy, and so on. They both have to do with creating worlds that are different than the mainstream world we live in. So I think there's a lot that the similar type of personality would be interested in both of those things.
He rents numerous rooms in his 19-room mansion out to anyone as long as they don't believe in God, and conducts occult rituals involving chanting, black robes, and group sex. Eventually, L. Ron Hubbard finds himself at one of Jack's ragers, and the two become fast friends. Yes, this is the same L. Ron Hubbard who would go on to found Scientology. L. Ron and Jack spend days conducting a series of invocations that they call the Babalon Working. They follow chant.
Listen. Now this is where pay attention. Jack Parsons, who creates this fucking rocket fuel shit, following Aleister Crowley, hooks up with L. Ron Hubbard. L. Ron Hubbard is a guy who's going to later on find Scientology. They go and I'm pretty sure they can explain it to you now. They go out here into the fucking fields and the shit that they was Like the fuck, so I don't know if you guys ever watched the like where they do the world's fastest like land thing. It's usually be like salt flats and shit. I think they call it yeah, they're like flats, right? So they go out here to this fucking place, bro, to where they supposedly they assess a lot of energy, and this is where they start really playing around with shit.
And rituals created by Crowley. With Elron as note taker, Jack then proceeds to masturbate in front of him, all in hopes of calling forth a yet unknown woman.
And again, another big part of the occult shit, man, is a lot of fucking motherfuckers with this.
Hey, you gay. Y'all niggas are gay. Nigga, you gay. That's gay.
A lot of gay shit and a lot of fucking child violation shit. To the point of where in the what's the name, the magic shit, they spell magic, I think it's MIGICK or some shit like that. They put a K on the end of it, right? Sex magic is what they call it, or it may just be MAGIK, either or, right? Sex magic, they said the purest form, and you get the most energy back through sex magic by violating a young boy. Don't take my word for it. Go look it up for yourself. Aleister Crowley and Blavatsky. I can't think of her first name, but her last name is Blavatsky. So those two names right there are going to be like the two biggest fucking characters in the whole Thelema thing. Thelema, how you want to spell it. That's another thing too. Shout out to Cam. All of that asshole shit, that's demonic as shit too.
Oh my god.
No, Blavatsky. It's BLAVATZKI. I want to say Blavatsky. Yeah, appreciate you, bro. Helen Blavatsky. There we go. Appreciate you, Quincy.
Following their desert trip, Jack and Elron's relationship quickly sours after Hubbard cons Jack out of $10,000 and steals his girlfriend. To understand Jack's power, we need to look at other powerful people in his life, specifically a woman named Marjorie Cameron.
When we talk about Parsons and we talk about the legend of Jack Parsons, there's really one woman who's central to it, and that's Cameron. Cameron shows up at a party, and Jack takes one look at her. And says, "This is my witch one."
That's Babalon. That's the woman we were invoking. This is her. She's here. She just magically appeared at my house.
He brought her into magic. She brought him into art. She invented a lot of new ways to live and to be in the world. And I think that that's one of the things that draws us to a couple like Jack Parsons and Cameron, for all that they accomplished and for all that they were kept from accomplishing.
Jack and Cameron's hard partying lifestyle and interest in the occult became too much of a liability for his colleagues at Aerojet, so they buy him out for cheap. Rudderless, Jack falls deeper into his alcoholism and drug use.
We know that once a person is perverted, it is practically impossible for that person to adjust to normal attitudes in regard to sex.
Again, they used to say this shit back in the day, man. Before everything was free speech, and of course, if you know about Aleister Crowley, to do as thou wilt at spirit, to do as thou wilt, do what you want. Like free love and all this fucking bullshit, bro. You have to have limitations on shit, bro. Have to. If you don't have no fucking limitations on shit and everybody fucking just do what they want, that's chaos. That's anarchy. You can't motherfucking, and then order out of chaos is just the essence of fucking the occult, right?
That's where you think we at right now?
Oh yeah, bro. Listen, United States, we know it is like the fall of Rome, Greece, what was up, Persia, China, the Chinese empires. We again, man, nobody stays in no civilization stays on top forever. You feel me? And just seeing the level of degradation just increase as much as it is, and then we about to have the whole robot thing get put into it. I'm not saying it's gonna be over with before we will live to see it, but I wouldn't doubt it if we do.
Yeah, I agree.
Jack Parsons was driven out of not only JPL and Aerojet, but he was driven out of the scientific community because he was different. And he was different. He really believed things that did not fit into the mainstream at all. His activities, he was involved in polyamory, he was involved in all kinds of different sexual expressions than was acceptable in Pasadena.
I gotta get ready for work. I'm gonna watch from the chat.
I appreciate you, bro.
All right, brother.
Basically, that motherfucker was doing the bending.
Are you gay?
How you gonna ask me a question like that?
How do you marry a woman and then turn around and let a man bend you over?
Ain't nobody bending me over.
Oh, so you doing the bending?
Millionaires Row in the 1950s.
Anyone was suspect who wasn't just completely mainstream, and especially working in the aerospace industry. I mean, this is mostly used for war. They were questioning people how they think at the time. You were only supposed to toe the party line. There wasn't really room for people of alternate persuasions.
He takes jobs building explosives for film shoots, and it's here that we find him on that fateful day mixing chemicals in his garage for explosions that will be set off in front of movie cameras. After his death at 37, people began to speculate how and why Jack died. Jack knew chemicals so well that numerous people had commented on his lax approach to storage and handling. Maybe he became too comfortable with these life-threatening substances. Plus, Jack had sweaty hands. Some think it may have been suicide, though his final words of "not being done" contradict this. Some people, including Cameron, believe that Jack was blown up by a bomb planted by an LAPD officer looking for revenge. That cop had blown up a former officer's car years earlier in a murder attempt, and he'd been sent to jail largely on Jack's expert testimony about bomb making. While others still believe that Satan himself had called Jack back to hell because of his commitment to black magic. To this day, there is no proof that supports one theory over another.
It's a lost history of aerospace in Southern California because so many people like Jack had to sign letters of confidentiality. There were layers of secrecy in this region that were like the skin on an onion.
And this right here is the spot to where they were saying the was supposed to be the place for the portal, right? During the time in Pasadena, Parsons became convinced that a certain area just south of JPL held an immense spiritual power. Enter the final and most notorious point of the Arroyo Triangle, the Devil's Gate Dam, strategically built in 1920 at the point when Arroyo Seco is at its most narrow. The Devil's Gate Dam was Los Angeles County's first flood control dam. It earned its name from a distinctive rock formation said to resemble Satan in the brooding profile. Rumor has it the Native American tribes indigenous to the area went out of their way to avoid this section of Arroyo Seco. Allegedly, they feared it was a gateway to the world beyond this one. Then there are those who claim that the Devil's Gate Dam was just like any other dam until Parsons took an interest in it. He was known to visit Devil's Gate Dam, often performing rituals in its shadows to give JPL rockets tests a cosmically auspicious influence. While Parsons continued to thrive at the OTO, his life outside religion was becoming increasingly erratic. Under OTO's encouragement, he was liberally experimenting with opiates, methamphetamines, and cocaine. His marriage to Helen Northrop was in tatters. After several OTO-sanctioned extramarital affairs, he left Helen for a 17-year-old sister, Sarah. And though his brilliance in his field and rocket science never dimmed, his interest in following safety protocol was plummeted to new lows. In 1944, JPL pushed his eccentric founder out, pressuring him to sell any stock he had remaining in the company at every opportunity. Parsons had wholeheartedly chosen Thelema, and in his darkest moments, his faith was stronger than ever. This is Aleister Crowley, younger. At Parsons' urging, Hubbard and even Crowley himself became convinced that Devil's Gate Dam offered a gateway to great power, energy and power. Together, the three initiated a Thelemic program entitled Babalon Working. The objective used a portal at Devil's Gate Dam to summon the Thelemic goddess Babylon and immaculately impregnate her so that she would give birth to the Moonchild, a sort of Antichrist figure that would bring an end to Judeo-Christian dominance on Earth. Some have even hypothesized that the strange essence, the heart of the dam, had inspired Parsons' placement of JPL from the very beginning. All right. And then they pretty much tell you about the shit between him and L. Ron Hubbard. L. Ron Hubbard knocked him for his bitch. And, you know, the rest is history. Yeah, Evan Duncan, shout out to you, man. The veganism shit too, again, bro. Again, that's in was that They Live? What was the one? Soylent Green, where they was feeding the people the fucking bugs and, you know, eat the bugs and the plants and the whatever, so on and so forth. Again, but that's another part of you know, dystopian fucking takeover, to where, you know, meat is either completely totally fucking eliminated or very, very limited, you know, to the regular people. All that shit, man. All of it. Yeah, story of Tammuz. Shot. Evan know what's going on, man. Listen. All of these occultic things, bro, are just, like I said, mirrored or mirrored versions of stories in the Bible and stuff, to where they're going to take anything that can say that, you know, God in the Bible isn't God. They list God as actually being, you know, the devil and the adversary and all these different things and so on and so forth. But just look it up, man. Be careful if you get to go down that rabbit hole, though. All right. You are on the Aleister Crowley, Helen Blavatsky rabbit hole, man. It gets deep. And you know, don't get into none of the crazy shit. L. Ron Hubbard is another big thing, because remember, L. Ron Hubbard created Scientology, right? He's the founder of Scientology. So that lets you know what Scientology is based in. And then you got the guy, Anton LaVey. I forget how he plays into the story. But I'm pretty sure Parsons and Anton LaVey had some type of intertwining between the two. But Anton LaVey was not only was he, I think he was a military official at some point, and then he turned into like a Satanist or some shit. So, and remember, the whole rocket thing that Parsons was dealing with had a military influence before it had anything to do with space and NASA and shit. So yeah, man, this shit runs deep, bro. A lot of people don't understand and know, you know, the history of a lot of things that go on, this technology shit. But yeah, man, like, hey, I told you. So I guess quick story time. So my uncle, they had a Ouija board, and you know, they fucking was playing with the Ouija board or whatever the fuck, la la la, you know, whatever. They get finished playing with the Ouija board, and they you know, put it up, put the Ouija board under the bed. They go to sleep. My uncle feel like something tapping on his foot. So he wake up his girl. He's like, are you kicking me? Like, what's going on? Right? She's like, nah, I'm not kicking you. What are you talking about? Blah, blah, right? He go back to sleep. Think nothing of it. La la. You know. Some fucking this time knocked the shit out of his foot. Like, slam that motherfucker. He sit up in the bed. He like, hey, all right, now stop playing. What the fuck? What the fuck going on? What you doing? And she she don't know what the fuck going on. She know what she's talking about. She don't know what the hell's going on. She, what are you talking about? Like, you know, I'm not doing that. I'm sleep. We sleep. We whatever. Blah blah. So, you know, he you know, I guess get up, walk around, make sure ain't nobody playing no jokes on, no shit like that, so on and so forth, blah blah, lay back down in the bed, whatever. Bro, go back to sleep. Again, his last time, foot get hard as fuck. Like, knock his foot out the fucking bed. Man, he get up, he look down, the motherfucking Ouija board, bro, right next to the motherfucking bed. Guess what happened after that? Took that motherfucking Ouija board, threw that bitch right outside in the trash. Like instantly, like right then and there. Bruh, there have been too many stories, there have been too many things. Listen, I am not a, you know, I'm not no spiritual advisor, I'm not no fucking priest, I'm not no exorcist, I'm not none of this shit. What I can tell you though is a lot of people have had stories of spirits, entities, whatever you want to call them, and interactions with them. Feel me? It's certain shit you just don't play with, man. All right, certain shit you do not play with. And I'm gonna tell you again, another great movie. So if you're talking esoteric movies and stuff about, you know, demons, possession, and stuff like that, I think the most underrated movie a lot of people don't know about, but it will give you a lot of bases and just general framework of the whole demonic present thing is Fallen from Denzel. Denzel Washington had a movie called Fallen. I want to say it was like mid to late 90s. Great movie. He was a great actor in it. It's pretty much told a story. And I'll tell you, it's just demon possession, but great movie, man. Definitely, if you can watch Fallen, watch Fallen. Another one, I forget the name of this fucking video, this movie, man, but it's a horror movie. But I like it because the let me see. Deliver Us from Evil. That's another good one. Deliver Us from Evil is a damn good movie. I'll watch that one too. And then of course you got your shit like The Exorcist and Poltergeist and all those different things. I don't think a lot of people know. We know, but I don't think people beyond us know because nobody talks about it anymore because you know it's not a big deal. It was a huge franchise, you know, early 80s, or I mean late 80s or 80s and early 90s. But you know, after that, nobody really talked about it a lot. But bro, that movie had a lot of real life consequences because of where they filmed it and what come out to be like the real deal. A lot of those people, I think like a substantial number of people died from that movie cast and like production and films and all this different shit. And then it was one more I can't think of the name of, but it was another series that had similar situations to where it was just like a whole, you know. Yeah, man. It said Stir of Echoes. I never heard of that. I'll look into it. Yeah, man. But hey, No Country for Old Sims. I'm not surprised. I tell you, bro, if you're in that, if you make anything of prominence in the entertainment industry, bro, where you're GOAT level, you're like one of the all-time greats, you're like one of the names, household names, bro, you've been with that shit. Denzel just admitting it now. More likely or not. The other one's Deliver Us from Evil. It's a horror story based about like a exorcist cop or something like that, if I remember right. But it's a damn good movie. Watch Deliver Us from Evil. That's a really good one. Stir of Echoes with Kevin Bacon. That sounds familiar. I just don't remember the what's the name. I'll try to look it up. Child of Christmas, exactly. Lack of belief doesn't change reality. It just makes you deceived by anything you may see or experience in reality. The ego of humans think their belief dictates what exists. Well, the lack of belief don't just because you don't. We made the same argument all the time. Just because you never seen the shit, bro, don't mean it don't exist. A lot of people have that understanding, or they have that. They make that lack of understanding their understanding. I ain't seen it. It ain't never happened to me. Okay, motherfucker, you one person out of how many billions? And that's just now. So think about that. You know, it's another concept I just thought of. Shout out to Crimson Line. Bro, even now, right? For you to think that, bro, the hundreds of billions of people that have fucking existed throughout the beginning of time, just go back from the first person to the person that's gonna be born, like, you know, 5 seconds from me saying this, right? Bro, do you know how many people there have been in existence before you? And you think that like you have the I guess the power, the manifestation, the whatever, because your mind can't conceive it, it don't fucking, you know what I mean? It doesn't exist or it's never ever happened in human history. It's crazy. Not Eva, evil. Evil. Deliver us from evil, not Eva. I know that's a movie too, but deliver some evil. Oh, it's to the Sixth Sense with Bruce Willis. Stir of Echoes is a prequel like the Bruce Willis Sixth Sense. I gotta watch that one. Late Night with the Devil. But yeah, man. There's a lot of stuff in these movies, dog. Another one. What was the one? As Above, So Below. As Above, So Below. That's another good one. A lot of fucking information in that movie. The movie about the damn boy getting possessed. Let me see. Hereditary is another one. And then you had a suspense film, strangely enough, because it doesn't have a huge esoteric aspect to it, but what the lady says at the end when she when they find the kids. Prisoners. That's another one. Prisoners is another one. And then of course, yeah, Prisoners. I think Get Out is is one I think that everybody knows. Get Out is hypnosis. That's some shit that people forget about too. You know, speaking on mental manipulation and making people aware of that. What's the other joint? All of Jordan Peele shit's got deep occultic esoteric messages in it, man. Yeah. Hey, be careful, bro. That's what I tell you. Hey, real shit. All bullshit aside, man. Be careful with the women you're dealing with. Okay. Protect yourself, fellas. Protect yourself. Know what that woman is into, dog. Nigga, don't eat no fucking spaghetti. If she just so fucking anxious to cook for you, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Women, there are literally shits out here where these women talk about love spells. Remember I showed y'all. I did a live on that, didn't I? What was the topic, y'all? We did this. That was like one of my last few 10-4 Tuesdays, right? Or truthful Tuesdays. My bad. I gotta be careful and see me saying that shit. What was the main topic about that one, y'all? Why did we talk about that? The witch bitches. I forget what had happened. But yeah, if you go back like a couple of months, we actually talked about that. Women fucking putting spells on dudes, man, and admitting it and shit or whatever. Hey, be careful out here, dog. For real, dog. Yeah, for real, man. Hey, look this shit up, man. A lot of brothers don't understand it, bro. We listen, and that's another thing too. We gotta tell these young boys that shit too, man. That's another thing because, bro, bitches still out here working roots, nigga. Bitch still, hey, that shit is stronger now. The whole roots and spell shit and bitches putting shit in niggas' food and hexes and whatever, bro. That shit getting higher and higher, man. Because everybody, bro, if you scroll through YouTube in the morning, especially, bro, if you scroll through the vertical YouTube, I promise you go run through at least 3 fucking. If you swipe 20 times, you gonna get at least 3 fucking tarot card reading assholes. Promise you. Promise you. Yeah, I wouldn't even trust it then, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, Link. That shit crazy, man. Crazy, bro. Hey, Georges know what the fuck going on. I told y'all. I did. Let me show y'all some shit real quick. Let me see if I can find this. We'll get up out of here after this. So shout out to my man. So I'm gonna make sure I keep that in mind. Let me find this real quick. Hell, Snuggles talking about. Hey, what was that damn Beyonce album after Lemonade? Let me see. Hold on real quick, y'all. I'll get the timestamp and I'll put it in there because I know if I play that shit, they gonna flag the whole shit and they might block it. So I'll just find the timestamp and I'll put it in the chat so y'all can listen to it. But anyway, that whole Lemonade album, bro, Beyonce literally goes through not only a spell, but a fucking what do you call it? A fucking not a concoction. What do they call it? She gives you the recipe for a fucking like a potion. That's what it is, a potion. A potion. Beyonce gives you a fucking recipe for a fucking potion. Yeah, incantations and shit. And literally tells motherfuckers the recipe for a potion on that fucking album. And she calls out the name. If you go, that's just IWAS. IWAS is one of the entities that fucking Thelema worship. And remember, Jay-Z has that fucking way before people knew like what was going on. And this was like as he was on the rise, the Do As Thou Wilt t-shirt on, right? Then of course he gets with Beyonce, this power couple, la la la, and people don't know what the hell they're listening to. But let me find it so you guys can hear it. She says, and I quote, "You remind me of my father, a magician, able to exist in two places at once." I'm gonna give y'all two of these joints, bro, so y'all can listen to it at your leisure and listen to what she's saying in the song when she's just doing the spoken word part of it. All right, these videos too, so you can see it. But the transition has meaning and all these different things too. That's one, but not the main one. I'm trying to find the main one. I don't know. I don't know the name of these damn things. The whole intro for this one is the crazy shit what she's saying. She said she took the Holy Bible and plugged her period with the fucking Bible, pages from the Bible. Okay. This one right here. Everything that goes up to the thing is just some crazy ass, you know. And this is the one right here. So pretty much this is the one I'm talking about. And like I said, people don't understand like what's being said. They take it as I was when it's not I was, it's I was, as in the again the entity that is in they worship in Thelema or whatever. But again, don't take my word for it. Look it up. So I got this one. This is the one that's is timestamped where you get to it and you get to see it. You can go back before that to get the concept, because she's just going through the whole thing and talking about these people, but pretty much it's her talking about transformation. And then, you know what I mean, the transformation of course is before I was, right? And then she says I was, and you know, but hey man, yeah, Thelema, yeah, Thelema. Thelema is a Indian goddess, Indian war goddess. Let me pull up for y'all. No, my bad. That's not Thelema. Now the Indian war goddess is Kalima. I'm fucking up. It's Kalima. Kalima is the Indian goddess. Kalima goddess. I think. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, it's Kalima, not Hindu goddess. Is Kalima. She got like multiple hands and shit. Kali or Kalima. That's who that is. So no, Kalima is who they're talking about, not Thelema. But anyway, man. Hey, appreciate y'all pulling up on me. That's that on that one. Catch y'all next one, man. Holla, we out.